It's a mild, overcast day as we begin a brand new week. The Tim Hortons Brier, we are in Ottawa. Four-time Canadian, four-time world champion Glenn Howard, the team from the St. George's in Toronto, ready to take the ice and have to be very happy with their record so far as they sit at 2-1. Two teams remain undefeated, Team Canada and Northern Ontario, and we still have two teams looking for their first wins, PEI and the Northwest Territories. There was no draw this morning, so as we pick up play now with Draw 6, you once again have your choice. TSN 1 and 4, Ontario, British Columbia, or you can watch Saskatchewan, Newfoundland, and Labrador on 3 and 5 with Brian and David, as our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier continues.
It was a slow start to Saskatchewan's Brier. At 0-2, Steve Laycock was in need of a big shot to secure a win, and he came up huge when he had to.
Oh, look at where this goes! Oh! Wow, I don't know if they expected that.
Scoring 4 was the turning point, en route to an 8-4 victory, putting Laycock in the win column. But this week there are no easy games, and Laycock will face a tournament favorite today. Saskatchewan battles Newfoundland Labrador. The Brier continues. We had the morning off at the Tim Hortons Brier, but it's back to business this afternoon. Saskatchewan taking on Newfoundland Labrador, two teams we expect to battle for a playoff spot. Come on inside, TD Place. Glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Brian Mutrick joined by Dave Nedewin. It is a rematch of last year's bronze medal game in Calgary, a medal that Steve Laycock won. He's won 3 consecutive now Saskatchewan provincial titles. He's back, he's better each and every time, but starting 0-2 had this team a little bit rattled.
Well, it is a tough start, but talking with Kirk Myers this morning, they know that they've started out with some tough games against Canada and Northern Ontario. They feel like they're playing extremely well. 1-2 isn't a bad start, and if they can keep playing this way, they know they're going to get their wins throughout the week.
Brad Gushue is one of the best in the business. He's always so strong in round-robin play. Last year in Calgary, he was 9-2, but he was 0-3 in the playoffs. That being said, look at the numbers. He was a World Junior champion, so was Steve Laycock. Brier appearances 13, Steve has 6. All-time record, that is impressive. 9-2 and 51. But Brad not only wants to make the playoffs, now he wants to make a statement in those playoffs as well.
Yeah, they certainly can. Brad put this team together last year, bringing back Mark Nichols. They've really built chemistry over the last 2 years, and there's a reason they're the #1 ranked team in the world right now. They're playing extremely well, and if it wasn't for one amazing performance by Glenn Howard yesterday, they'd be sitting at 3-0. They feel very good with how they're playing and fully expect to be around at the end of the week.
Secret weapon, too, for Brad just might be their coach, bringing in Jules Ochar, longtime coach of Kevin Martin. He's watching the Stones very closely this week. We can't wait to bring you the coverage. And just a reminder, it is Military Appreciation Day right here on TSN at the Brier, honoring our troops. First draw coming up next from the Tim Hortons Brier in our nation's capital.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere.
It is a busy afternoon here at the Brier over on Sheet A. We'll be watching Ontario and BC very closely. It is a battle of the brothers on Sheet B, Cooey versus Cooey, as Jamie looks to finally beat Kevin at the Brier. On Sheet C, our feature matchup, Saskatchewan taking on Newfoundland Labrador. It's Team Canada taking on PEI. And just a reminder, Team Canada wearing their special jerseys to honor the troops today here at the Tim Hortons Brier in Ottawa. Very special day. And there is a look. Wounded Warriors, actually one of the charities they support. It's time to meet the teams in our feature game. It's brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Steve Laycock, skip of Team Saskatchewan. Our lead is Dylan Myers, our second is Colton Flash, our third is Kirk Myers, and we curl at the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Hi, I'm Brad Gushue, skip of Team Newfoundland Labrador. Our lead is Jeff Walker, our second is Brett Gallant, our third is Mark Nichols, and we play out of the Ballyhaley Dolphin Curling Club in St. John's.
It is a rematch of last year's bronze medal game that Saskatchewan won, as Brad Gushue has his sights set on another playoff appearance. Saskatchewan throwing the red stones. It will be Newfoundland Labrador and Gushue throwing the yellow stones. They always do a draw to the button before the game to determine hammer. Winning that draw this time around was actually the Saskatchewan second, Colton Flash. He nearly put it on the pin. So they had the morning off. A little stretch here for the Olympic gold medalist. They always play a really tight game, both of these skips in Laycock and Gushue. So an exciting afternoon plan. We're honoring our troops here on TSN and in the building all day long. We're going to honor you with some great curling, led by this guy to start things off. The lead for Newfoundland Labrador, Jeff Walker.
I'm really looking forward to this game, Brian. These two teams have been playing really well over the first couple days. I know Saskatchewan, as we mentioned in the opener, only has one win so far, but they feel good about how they're playing, and honestly, they don't need to change anything right now. Definitely one thing we'll keep our eye on through the game is Dave Merklinger and the ice crew last night did a little bit of work on the rocks, a little bit of work on the ice. They were happy with the way the ice was, but they felt it could be a little bit better with a little bit more curl in it. So they've made a small change coming in today's draw, and nobody's played on it yet. So they're taking a little bit more ice and seeing how it's going to react. So we might see, I guess, a small difference in how the weight's affecting the curl and how much ice they're taking for the draws.
Go, go, go. It's not through. Barely in the 8-foot.
Dallin Myers will settle back 8, touching the back 12. Dallin and Kirk Myers, both brothers on the Saskatchewan team.
Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Hack! Yep. Hack! Whoa. Just hack. Stay down. Yep.
That's not hack.
Just through. Yep. Hard. Yep. Gotta go. Hard. Hard. You gotta go, guys. Let's play. Come on. Hard. Hard.
Back 12.
Hard.
Early brush here from Nichols and Gallant.
Yeah, we're already seeing a bit more curl.
Okay. Top 8. Okay. Let's go, buddy. Just give us 5 feet less. You got it.
Yeah, I'll have to take a little more.
Well, the keys to the game for Saskatchewan is they need to control the front of the house. Mark Nichols is such a terrific hitter that they need to try and eliminate that weapon that he has, and they really need to win the battle at front end. Right now, Brad Gushue and Mark Nichols are top of the standings. They need to give their skip and third a chance to capitalize on some opportunities.
It's good. We're all there.
No, it's
We're gonna go. Work it. Help him, Clark. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. That's good. What? Beauty.
just here.
If I throw a board,
and interesting enough, the keys of the game for Newfoundland Labrador is that Brad Gushue needs to pick up on the ice changes fast, try and come out of the gates and find ways to score multiple points. So far in this tournament, in the first 3 games, he's only scored 4 multiple point ends in 3 games, which is really low. So he needs to find ways to capitalize and score some multiple points.
Keys to the game brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. Brickle second stones for Newfoundland Labrador by the guard. Little tap on the red. Touch the other red. Nice touch.
Hike here. Normal. Yeah. Okay. Peel your whisk and roll it out. Okay. The hair high. See what we got. We need on the nose. Yeah, we're gonna have to learn this spot a little bit. Let's go, buddy. Give a true read on her.
Good.
Good. Yep.
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 Hard.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Yep. Such great stats all the way up and down the lineup. Colton Flash throwing 92%.
Flash gets them both to go, and now Saskatchewan line 2 with Hammer here in 1.
And you really think of Colton as a great hitter, that tuck delivery, big guy. But he showed his draw finesse in the draw to the button, putting it right on the pin and getting Hammer for Saskatchewan in the first end.
Whoa! Mark! Mark! US board, quiet board. Mark, go, 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 go. Okay, my fault.
I don't want him to go under though either.
Yeah, okay.
Board. Board right here, buddy.
Brian, the part that the teams are going to have to learn a little bit more in terms of the curl on the ice is not necessarily the draw. Once they've thrown a couple draws, they're going to know where to put the broom to get to the button or to get to the forefoot. It's really that hack weight and bumper weight that they're not sure how they're going to react yet with the small changes to the stones and the rocks that the ice crew did last night.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Pretty close. Whoa! Whoa! Quiet.
Pretty close, little down.
Roll the other way up.
Definitely down. Oh, it's good. It's a lot, buddy. Good shot. Good job, buddy. So you want still, Steve? That?
Just careful on my rocks, that's all.
Well, Mark was making a note, letting Brad know, be careful, it's his rock. I think he might have found in practice he feels like this rock is running a little bit straighter than some of the other ones.
Little Morton Brett. Yep, yep. Good board. Whoa. Yep. Whoa, yep, 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 no roll. Sit. Good shot, Mark. Good.
Forward.
See how Brett's came down, eh?
A little heavier here, eh? Forward.
It's a good roll. It brings the play to the other side of the house. If Saskatchewan doesn't get in behind this, it'll give Newfoundland an opportunity to double take out.
It's good.
Kirk Myers was the Ford Hot Shots winner just a few years ago, and this year's winner is skipping Newfoundland Labrador and Brad Gushue.
He's just bored at the end. Good brushing. That was lots of weight too, eh? No, you were just bored. Just bored? It would have bumped it.
This is one of the points in the draw, David, where all the teams had the morning off, so we'll have a full set of games this afternoon and this evening.
If you would have actually...
Was there a particular day or part of the schedule that you enjoyed competing in? Mornings can be tough.
Yeah, I think for our team, we always liked the days when you had the mornings off. We enjoyed playing afternoon and evenings. I imagine most players are probably like that. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you get in a run where you'll have an afternoon and evening, and then the next day a morning and an afternoon, and that becomes very long. You're extremely tired, so it's nice to have that break. But the players have been here for 3 or 4 or 5 days now, some of them. So having this morning off and a chance to sleep in is definitely a nice, nice opportunity for them to recharge their batteries a little bit.
I think you got to hit 3/4, 7/8 low.
Same goes for the broadcasters as well.
Feel like this?
This is the weapon that we talked about in the opening with Mark Nichols' big weight ability.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa. 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 Okay. Man.
And that's how greedy they are. They really thought they could get them both.
Good throw.
Well, it was there. I think they just overswept it a little bit.
Draws this week, eh?
Yep. Yeah. Good throw, Mark.
But to your point, David, Mark Nichols is really the reason why this team has really found a groove this year. They played in a ton of events early on, but over $100,000 won. Arguably the best team in the world on the men's side. And Brad Gushue said it. They won that Olympic gold medal back in 2006 together. Obviously, Mark went out to Manitoba, played for a few years there, made the move back to Newfoundland Labrador. In that first year, it was almost, it sounds weird to say, but Mark Nichols almost had to kind of get reacquainted with the team once again, and then he got comfortable, and now they're just all systems go with him and Brad on the back end.
Yeah, they are. I think that in any situation, when you go through 2 or 3 years of not playing together, people change, the ice changes, you know, even the style of sweeping changes. There's a lot of things that you have to adapt to, and so it did take them a year to sort of reacquaint themselves.
What's the weight? Try hack. That looks like tight ice, if anything, for hack. What do you think?
Looks close to me. We still got new head on. So
I think you're going to have to throw heavy hack.
Heavy hack.
Anyway, so it's going to run a little straighter than a hack would for the first little bit.
Okay.
He's making his 13th trip to the Brier, his 10th consecutive trip to the Brier. I find this incredible. In all those years, only one time did he finish below 500, David, in round robin play, and that was a 5 and 6 mark. Every single year, Brad Gushue brings it here.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, he sure does. The part that he wants to improve on definitely is the playoff record. He's been extremely consistent, makes the playoffs almost every year. It's the win-loss record in the playoffs that also stands out.
Just get that late swing, eh? Yeah. Let's go, bud.
A couple we've seen now there, so you can really believe it.
There's a good comment on believing what they're seeing.
Thanks.
They're seeing a little bit more curl, so trust it.
Really takes off at the end there, Steve, eh? Just cuts in there. What kind of weight you're going to throw? Hack? Okay.
Brad was probably heavy hack.
He's
Yeah.
11-3.
Okay.
So trying to hit it exactly on the nose, even a small roll inside.
For heavy hack. Yep. Clean. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Shot. Nice shot. Sorry, guys. Should have just left.
That's pretty good. You can't do much more.
It's not bad. I could have got in, but
We've got a great view of the line today. We're sitting right behind sheet C, and you can see that rock from about 3/4 of the way down really made a big move. And this is something that we didn't see as much yesterday. The curl was much more subtle with that hack weight.
just hack.
Yeah, we just got to make sure we kill it.
Yeah.
If we can do this.
And David, how much is that maybe conditioning those stones a little bit? You talked about off the top of the show, Dave Merklinger and his crew.
Yeah, it's a lot. I know that they were worried that the ice actually might straighten up as the week goes on, so they wanted to add a little bit more into it right now and make sure they weren't doing it later in the week. So it is going to take a little bit of time, but definitely, you know, these skips need to pick up on it very quickly.
And Dave will be busy. You can see the forecast warming up here in the nation's capital. Could be 7 to 9 degrees over the next few days, and a lot of snow melt and a lot of
Potentially with
humidity.
some rain too, so that's the really concerning part.
Whoa!
Makes the tap, and now an opportunity here in one for Saskatchewan.
Same.
Yeah, exactly the same.
You're a perfect hack, maybe a little heavy, but not much.
It was big. It was a big hack.
That's sure nice to throw the same shot you just threw for your 2
I don't think you
points.
can go wrong with that right here.
I don't think so.
And a big 2 points. There hasn't been many first and deuces.
In round robin play, so far at the Brier, just 2 deuces in the opening end. Both those teams actually would go on to win, so maybe a good omen here for Team Saskatchewan out of Saskatoon. Final stone, Steve Laycock. Nice opportunity here. Bang it, yellow through. Lovely control weights from the Saskatchewan skip. 2 on the board on this Monday afternoon in Ottawa. This one always a tough one for father Fred Cooey, who's in the building, and he's got both his boys going head-to-head. The 5th time that they've gone head-to-head, actually number 6. 5-0 though. It is Kevin Cooey leading his brother Jamie Cooey when they meet at the Brier, and this is game number 6. Final stone here in 1, and a chance to go up by 2 with this little tap back. and away it goes. So in the battle of the brothers here at the Brier once again, it is Kevin Cooey over Jamie Cooey. We'll keep you up to date all afternoon long. And we haven't seen a lot of deuces to open up the first end here in round robin play so far in Ottawa. We had 2 in our feature game as well. Steve Laycock, a similar shot, a nice quiet tap back for 2, and a 2-0 advantage over Brad Gushue, Newfoundland Labrador. So Brad throwing the Yellowstones has hammered here in 2.
Sticking out. Sticking out.
Well, and Steve Laycock is really content with a lot of rocks in play. It's the way they play the best. You know, the taps, the lighter weight shots. They threw up the center guard right away, and Brad Gushue went up and threw up a corner guard. So we're going to have another exciting end with lots of rocks in play.
A little late. Top 8.
Line's good. Line's good.
Fighting 8. Top 12.
Go then. Gotta go hard then. Line's good. Hard line.
Full 12.
Go hard line 2. Come on, guys. Hard, Brett.
Top 12.
Hard, Brett. Gotta go hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I can't hit it.
Hit and roll the corner.
Oh, the corner, maybe.
Like freeze.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Zeros. Okay.
Yeah, 005.
Leave the curl, man.
For you.
So you can see where Steve Laycock is holding the broom right now. Yesterday and on Saturday, we didn't see anything wider than the edge of the 8-foot. They're now 3 to 4 inches into the 12-foot to get to almost center line.
Like to go. Line's fine.
Third rock, no.
We're good.
Third rock and Colton.
Right here.
Whoa, room.
It's really good.
Room. Whoa, 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 down, whoa, down.
It's really
Kirk
good.
only. Kirk only.
Heavy. Time's heavy. It's really
Kirk.
good. Time's
Just,
heavy.
it's got to freeze
Not
only.
heavy. Look at shot. Good job, buddy.
Turn you like roll a shooter a little bit.
Whatever one you know. In.
Okay.
What is it? Thick half? 2/3?
2/3 is pretty good. 2/3. Just really want to kind of just stuff it to there.
Okay. Kind of wait.
Here you go.
Feel.
Brad's suggesting to stuff it, meaning not really get rid of both the reds, and the reason is that he wants to keep his yellow one that's in the top of the 12-foot in play. They might tick it over behind that yellow guard even.
Oh, yep.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Whoa, whoa. Okay. That'll work. Pretty light, eh? Yeah.
And it hangs on in the weeds in the 12-foot.
We have a piece of our red now. Very little.
That's a really small piece, isn't it?
We're on the corner, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
A piece of our red.
We need
Same
about
weight.
4 feet less, I think.
I don't think much.
Just
I don't
like
think 4
biter's
feet.
great. Yeah.
I think 2 feet, Kirk.
Yeah. Just bite it. Let's go, bud. A little less.
Pretty close. Got exactly 4 feet less. I think you can go. Mine's good.
What a biter.
Mine's good.
Biter. Yeah, we're there.
Mine's good. Whoa, it looks all there, Dallin.
We're there, Steve. Line. No, it's really good. Extra
Whoa,
line.
guys, we got lots of line.
Time's heavy.
Can't tap.
Yeah, it's a little
Can't
big.
balance.
Yeah, time's heavy.
Can't balance. Perfect. Good sweep. Good non-sweep. Good non. Although we're still 2 shots away, so.
Well, the nice thing for Gushue now is that he's running his own rock back, so he can stick it, hopefully leave it in the rings.
Close.
A little more weight, eh?
No, throw the seam. We know what it'll do.
Brad Gushue telling us he really feels that Brett Gallant has evolved into one of the better seconds now in the game and has been very impressed with how far he's come.
Yeah, I agree. Brett's turned into a terrific front-end player. He's a great sweeper, big guy, and he throws such a clean rock.
Hard, hard. Okay, good shot.
That was a good shot. It opens up the middle. They've got the corner guards now and left their yellow one in the rings that they ran back.
Forward. Forward.
A little curl out of there.
Yeah, I expect the speed to be fine in this path.
Keep in mind too, Brett, I mean, obviously a lot of success as a skip. He won a Canadian Junior back in 2009 for PEI, and same goes for a guy like Mark Nichols, who played third forever, goes out to Manitoba, and now is a front-end player. It's a lot of adjusting.
Well, there is, and I think that as players come out of juniors now, a lot of them are moving to that front end, evolve and build as a front end player, learning from guys like Brad Gushue with Olympic experience and Brier experience and being one of the most successful teams in the world. So it's a great place to start for somebody like Brett. And he may determine that front end is his position as a a career moving forward, or at some point he may decide to go back to skipping his own team.
You want to be at least here, Mark.
I still don't think it's quite as quick as it was yesterday.
It's not.
No. I'll throw close to normal. It should come down.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I think it will.
Weight's good. Solid board.
Yep.
Not real big.
Hard.
Solid board.
Hard.
Weight's good.
Hard. Whoa, Brett.
Change the roll now behind the red one in the top of the house.
That's really swinging. Sweet. Really good.
Intern on the nose?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Forward. Just give you a little less than I had.
Stay close.
Yeah, forward weight.
Yep.
Good. Little big.
Clean.
Little big.
Yep. I hear you,
Whoa.
Sarge.
Whoa.
Duke.
Duke.
Kirk Myers,
Slightly big. It's pretty good.
little roll top four. You talked to Kirk before the game, David. They obviously started 0-2, and that's real tough in this field.
Just too heavy.
What did Kirk feel
Like
happened in
11,
those
I
first
think.
2 games?
Probably
Well, they came up against some terrific teams. I mean, they were shooting high percentages, making a lot of shots. Both games went down to last rock, one in an extra end against Northern Ontario. And even if you look at statistics right now with Steve Laycock, I believe he's shooting 86%, which is putting him 8th among skips. Last year at the Brier, he shot 84% throughout the week and finished 2nd overall. So, I mean, you really can't take anything away from other teams that are just making a lot of shots against you.
Touch there at the end.
That hit. It touched? No? Okay.
Is that our best pass? Kind of thinking so, eh?
I'm thinking ice like here.
No.
So actually, the only thing up there I have on perfect weight.
Right here.
If I just go here,
Almost middle though, like Steve was
weight doesn't matter.
here to
I
here.
want to make that a little easier, right? Let's do that. Should we take the line we had?
I still like the same. Let's go to here.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's just here I have to have the weight perfect. Here it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If it curls to there, that's
Pretty
good.
incredible. We see both those skips there in Gushue and Laycock, both former world junior champions. In that Canadian final, Gushue beat Mike McEwen. It's just great to see the progression of these guys coming from the juniors and then developing even better as they go on in the years.
Yeah, there was a big transition that happened after the last Olympic cycle with guys like Kevin Martin and Jeff Stoughton stepping back. And certainly Gushue's been around for a long time. And Steve Laycock's team has been building and improving over the last number of years, but they've really taken over as the premier teams that are in this country right now. And like you said, they did develop through the junior programs.
We're thinking 95 zeros, Steve.
Zeros is pretty good.
So Steve's point about where they want to place that rock, if they put it right on the center line, he said weight doesn't matter because Gushue cannot freeze to it. If they try and draw partially behind their own red counter in the top 12 foot and never slide deep, it gives Gushue a chance to freeze onto it and potentially set up his 2 points.
Clean. Right here.
Skip Stones here in 2.
Good.
Just your brush grab something.
What do we got? Through. Mine's pretty good. Hard, boys. You gotta go. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. You gotta go, you gotta go.
Don't bury it. Don't bury it. Yeah, go a bit.
A little bit.
It's pretty good.
I don't think it shot. Beauty. Nice shot.
My heel, Brad, my heel touched this. I don't think it moved though.
Probably need close to normal, don't we? Like board, I think we're just rolling back here. Be nice to stay above the tee line.
I think board we can stay above, but I like normal.
Okay, like just normal?
Yeah.
Just normal? Yeah.
Brad Gushue had that really tough fall this season. Earlier, we chatted with him just before the Brier began. He said he still has some bad days, and it won't affect him. He said this week he'll be fine, good to go all week long. Still feels numb actually on his eye where he actually landed and had the injury you can see there. And there's still that blood coloring, and he says doctors say that may not even go away for another year or so. So it was a pretty incredible spill, but great to see him still competing at a high level, but that was certainly a scary fall.
Heavy board.
Good board.
Yep. Whoa, yeah.
Good board. Light.
Yeah.
Good board.
Hard. Gotta go.
Roll it, Brett.
Go hard. Hard. Keep going. Hard.
Okay. Weight's good as made.
Well, close. Just a little lighter than Brad wanted. He was saying normal. They were calling board.
Yeah, kicked out a little light. That's why I got you on.
Same as that one. I don't think it's going to take off. Yeah. No, wait, no, but.
What? Don't play it cute. The
I
force
think
is
that should
on.
be good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like board probably I like.
Kind of wait. Board.
Okay, I like it. You got just all of it, so we're rolling my way?
Yeah.
Well, if
Take
you
it
ever
right
play
over to
tight to the
Flash,
yellow
or-
guard and
No,
actually
it's
get a
more.
nose hit or even just a slight inside roll, forces Newfoundland to draw the forefoot for their single
The force
point.
is on.
Board weight.
There's those numbers, David, you
Heavy.
talked about in Calgary.
Control.
84%,
Control.
second.
Control.
So far this year, 86%,
Control.
ninth.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Hard. 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 Yep. Hard. I got it. Whoa.
Oh, very nice.
Shot.
What a roll from the skipper, and now just the draw left to the button for a single against 3.
Hard. Yep. Hard. I got it. Whoa.
Yep.
Shot.
Came back. You good.
I was getting 14 fours. This way.
Well, and that's why Team Saskatchewan talked about the fact that they weren't concerned about their record yet, and they're really not looking at where it positions them in the pack right now. All they want to do is keep playing the way that they are, putting pressure on opponents, and hopefully forcing some mistakes and getting some W's.
So a big draw here in 2 for Brad Gushue.
Line's fine.
Full credit to Team Saskatchewan so far here on this Monday afternoon. They've come to play,
All yours.
putting some pressure on the Olympic gold medalist, and now it's on Walker and Gallant.
Yep. Gotta go. All right, you're right on this. Go, keep going. Stay
Gotta
down,
hold
stay
the
down.
angle, gotta be shot stone for their single, and a nice brush, good weight.
Great throw, great sweeping too.
That was a team shot to pick up a single. Saskatchewan leads 2-1, and we'll have hammer in 3. Welcome back to TD Place, and our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier continues. Update time, Ontario taking on BC. This one live right now on TSN 1 and 4. Vic, Russ, and Cheryl with the call. Final stone from Jim Cotter, and he's got to play for his single here.
Yeah, you can see about half of that Ontario stone behind the guard. He's trying to get around it. Hopefully, a light takeout and roll out to blank the end.
Oh my. So a miss there from Jim Cotter.
Haven't seen many of those from him this week.
No, he's been on point. So 1-0, Ontario leads after 2. Right next door, it's the Battle of the Brothers, and look at this house. Oh boy, a lot of granite in there. It is Kevin Cooey, shot stone there, that one yellow on the Tim Hortons button. Final one come though here from Brother Jamie. This is a rocket down the ice, and he's got to make a pile of granite move. Bang the red, spill the yellow. Oh man,
what a great shot.
Mark Kennedy's on that red one, and he gets it to go far enough, but still 3 on the board for Jamie Cooey. What a shot.
You'd have to see that one a few times to really understand the angles involved with that one.
Crowd likes that one. He's never beaten his brother Kevin at the Brier, so a lead there, though, as he's up 3-2. Meantime, Team Canada taking on PEI. Adam Casey, you see one in the house, final stone, and a draw for 2.
Well, Casey's had a lot of pressure on Team Canada 2 ends in a row.
You see the special uniforms here from Team Canada. They're honoring the troops today. They're a charity of choice, actually. Wounded Warriors are going to auction those jerseys off at the end of the Brier. PEI 2-0 lead over Team Canada after 2. Another nice crowd here at TD Place. Our feature matchup, Newfoundland Labrador taking on Saskatchewan. And a clutch draw early from Brad Gushue. Had to come into the forefoot against 3. Picked up his single, so it is now Saskatchewan. Steve Laycock with hammer and the lead, throwing the Red Stones here in 3.
And a bit of a mistake by Dylan Myers, being about 3 or 4 feet heavy on that freeze attempt.
Sure. You know that pass? That's probably a better result.
Okay. Brad?
My out turn should be okay.
Okay.
Top 4 weight.
Yeah.
Got that out.
Easy.
Top 4.
Easy.
Yep. Top 4.
Well, we talk so often about how important it is to make sure you control the front of the house.
Gotta go. Looks like too hard.
With that Saskatchewan Ross slipping to the back forefoot, it gives a great opportunity for Newfoundland Labrador to put another one in the top forefoot.
What you got? Okay. Might have touched the top guard with my heel. I don't know if...
Doesn't look like it's any different.
That move, that.
Double peel.
And here's the difference that we see from yesterday to today after they conditioned the rocks. It's just this late finish.
They were worried about maybe Mark touching one of those stones. I didn't see anything there.
Now, the ideal situation for Newfoundland would have been to line those 2 yellows up right onto the back red one and use it as a catcher, but it did overcurl a little bit.
And they pick up Colton Flash right out of his hand. He'll just miss the red stone to try open things up.
Okay.
High guard. I think I needed one in here. Just over. High guard. That's good. Whoa, no,
Finally, Brett.
Off room. Halfway. Just over, Mark. Just shy of half. Half. Line's tight. Okay, just shy of half. No, we want it to stop.
Well, the higher the better.
Sit. Okay. I'll do it for now. Little mark there, Steve.
Double peels there.
Hitting the same spot you just hit it.
Same spot you just hit it. Yeah. What is that? 3/4, 7/8?
Yeah, 3/4.
Let's go,
Take it for a second.
Need you.
Whoa. Close. Right off. Close.
Kirk.
Whoa.
Kirk.
Whoa.
Colton Flash one more time. Oh, gets the red this time and just misses the stones there in the 4.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a good throw. It opens up the middle.
Might be easier with the end.
They sure would have liked that if that had touched the yellow one on the way by, though.
Just a hair slower, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Halfway. 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 Line good. Tight if anything. Half or a little past half. Top of the cups.
We're over curling. We're over curling.
Keep a broom on it.
Stay down, Jeff. It's over curling.
Top of the cup.
Yeah, he's just not getting out there. It's not the rocks. Yeah.
Egg angle. Might not even hit ours. Is it gonna hit ours?
If it drags. Yeah.
Well, it's definitely good to have that honest feedback.
He can't really get here.
They were wondering if Mark Nichols' rocks were reacting a little bit different. Maybe a little bit more curl, but Brad confirmed there he's just throwing them a little bit tight.
You can. You're going to move that a bit.
That's fine, though.
If I get rid of that other one.
We sit right on top, it's really good.
Or we just run it through.
Maybe sit right on top.
Yeah, I don't mind that. You're going to leave that, I think, Flo. I think you're better doing this one.
Right on top of it. If it already moves, it's awesome. I know.
Okay, look.
Saskatchewan takes their first time out.
Well, sometimes it looks different from the thrower's end than it does, obviously, from where Steve is standing.
Like, if I could ever sit here, move that out. Not bad.
You can sit on top of this. It's really nice.
Well, no, I said I only like this.
Their coach is Lyle Myers. I don't see Lyle making his way out there, though.
You know what I mean? Like, I think if you play hack weight, they're lying 2 in guarding.
Yes. You can probably get close.
I think this is a timeout more
peel,
for
right?
saving time than it was about getting a vice.
Is that how you make it, Steve? Yeah, you could just like nose or hair
if you
high.
just get the one, it's great.
Well, I mean, if you jam that one, I don't care. It's just I don't want to stick the top four in their guarding.
It's hard to stick it when you're coming in on this angle a bit there, right?
Well, I mean, I can stick it anywhere, right? We just got to decide what's better. And actually, this triple, they're going to put their rock wherever they want, where even if you did stuff it, it's half in the 4.
It's just rim the nose or a hair high.
So the one option they were talking about was coming in with the intern and trying to stay right on top of there and eliminating potentially this rock off of there. The other option they're now looking at is simply just a run back onto this side. Sorry, I guess to the right-hand side of that yellow one. Hopefully getting this rock away. That was a really poor use of my telestrator, Brian.
Sadly, I'm getting used to it here. You got a lot of time to make up for it.
It'll get better.
A lot of curling foul this week.
The danger that they were talking about was sticking this run back on the top of the yellow one and leaving 2 still in the house. They were trying to get rid of 2 of them.
Kirk Myers running back. Gets the yellows moving, gets the 4-foot cleaned up.
Good shot, Kirk. Nice shot.
Beauty.
Really good. Good shot.
Thanks. Make it again.
Now just made the double on the set.
Well, exactly what they wanted. They were worried this would hit too thick on the front one and stay around, but it was perfect.
Same weight.
Hard early, Jeff. Tight on line. Stay down, Jeff.
Top of the cuffs. A little tighter. Even with that, a little tighter in the red.
Stay down, Jeff.
Pretty tight.
Yeah, we're over curling.
2 rock short.
Stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, it's not getting out there.
Over curled again.
I don't mind that, guys.
You just threw it again?
Yeah.
I like it if you just threw it.
Steve, yeah. Same thing.
Same 2 options again. They have the intern hack weight if they wanted, but Kirk just threw this out turn run back, and they'll throw the same shot again.
Hard. Come on. Whoa. Whoa. Jeez. Good.
Tough one.
Well, we're seeing the sweeping have so much effect on the curl, Brian, that's an example of actually hurting the shot with the oversweeping.
Overcooking it.
Yeah.
We almost got to let him play the run back. If he makes it, we sink another one, we might get a force out of it.
Yeah, okay. I like it.
The only thing is, if I'm leaving him a roll, I'd like to...
Update time, TSN 1 and 4. Jim Cotter throwing the yellow stones. He's down by 1. He tried to blank that first in and actually missed, so he gave up that steal of 1. Chance to, I think, pick up a couple here, David.
Yeah, I think you can see about half this rock. He's throwing a hack weight hit. Come around that high red guard for 2.
By the guard, no problem. And you knew Jimmy would come through eventually over there, so 2 on the board and a 2-1 lead after 3. You can watch that one live right now on TSN 1 and 4 with Vic, Russ, Cheryl, and Kathy Gauthier providing updates.
Not fighting. Not in. We're not in. We're not in.
Okay, line's good.
Real tight, though.
Not a lot that Brad Gushue can really do except put another guard back on and hope that Saskatchewan misses the run back.
Easy. Overcurl. Easy. Whoa, let it stop. Whoa, Jeff. It's good. Whoa.
They are both former World Junior Champions. They are both very consistent here, and look at the numbers. 6 times they've met, very close games. 2 points, and then back and forth, like 1 point games, 2 point games. That bronze medal we just saw in Calgary, a win for Steve Laycock. 5 of the 6 matches within a point going into the last end. So this could be a very close one as well, David. They're both great skips.
Well, they are, and they've played each other an awful lot over the last 8 or 9 years, so they know exactly what their tendencies are and what their strengths are as well. There won't be any surprises from either team.
Yep.
Steve Laycock with his first here in 3, and he'll make it go away.
Be nice to force him. What if we try and draw here?
Yeah. He might,
you like that?
He might try to.
He might try it.
Yeah. Can we go there?
Guard's so tough though. And he's still, well, I know that's not easy, but what do you like?
I'm fine with that.
What's your thought, Jeff?
I like throwing the guard.
You like the guard?
It's not an easy draw right now.
I know it's not an easy guard though either, but
yeah. Well, there's 2 options.
This.
They can certainly put another guard up right here and hopefully go for the steal.
You want it? Is your goal
what they're talking about is it's a difficult guard, and at times they're over curling, potentially given the blank. The other option is they could draw one into this area and force a single point.
I don't think he's going to try anything fancy.
I don't think he's going to try anything real tough. No.
Okay.
Just
T-line, I think, just behind the T-line.
You like that, Brett?
Yeah, do you think this path will be a little slower than when he's just through there? I think it will, eh? Like
we're in just a little bit tighter.
4 feet slower?
Probably, yeah.
Just enough, like enough of the 4 foot where he can't nose that top one would be nice.
I believe this pass can be like 3 feet slower than the one you just threw.
It will be.
Okay. You think
David,
so?
what was your style? Would you throw the guard or maybe try come in?
So,
what would you have done?
Maybe a fraction
well, I
more.
think it does depend a little bit on the ice conditions, and they're struggling to get that guard on perfectly, and if they throw the guard and show half a rock, it's a bit of a wasted end. Steve Laycock's going to be able to throw the intern, peel, and blank the end. So priority number 1 coming into this end was force a single. So they can probably accomplish a bit of both. Brad's suggesting they go right to the back of the 4 foot. That doesn't leave an easy takeout on either stone for the single point.
Back 4.
It's pretty close.
Line's good.
Gonna work a bit.
Got a curl.
Needs a curl. Jeff's in.
Jeff's in.
Back button.
Line's good.
Back 4.
Get it back there. Line's good. Line's perfect.
Back
Jeff.
4.
Line's
back button.
Wait, don't wait.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Go, 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 go. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Cool, little curl.
Oh, great shot.
It really came in.
Yeah.
What do you think, Stevie? Just hit and roll?
Well, if they're going to play the hit on the top one, they have to roll, or it's not going to be a single point.
To try the double.
No, I agree.
The other option is following Brad down, exactly what he just threw for a single.
Probably can't make it cross. I'm just looking in case it takes off.
Yeah, no, I think we just got to do that. Can I wait? Forward? Yeah. It's going to come out of there, eh?
Yep.
Let's go, bud.
But the out-turn draw isn't easy either. You have to actually stay on the inside of, obviously, the one that Brad just threw for the single point as well.
Good,
so
Brad.
Hit and roll.
Pretty good.
And the draw, if you ever pick or just over curl, you maybe give up 2 as well.
Can I wait?
Oh, yeah.
Forward.
Absolutely.
Okay. Another inch and it would have been no good, but how'd your peel run? Pretty good? Pretty true? Pretty true. Okay. Improve more. I agree.
That's a really difficult shot. He can only roll about 1 to 2 rocks at the most to remain shot rock.
Good.
Clean.
Laycock, final stone here in 3.
Whoa.
Like Hortons. Yep. Keep pushing.
Let's go.
Keep pushing. Looking good. Keep going. Keep pushing.
Flash, big scrub the entire way. Needed the roll and not quite enough.
Good throw.
Yeah, what a great shot by Brad Gushue.
1 yellow.
He's one of the best in the business. He's playing well. 2-2 after 3.
Yeah, absolutely posted stamp that, eh?
Welcome back to our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. And Brad Gushue with 2 great stones there in that third end. And that second one was crucial, David.
Well, it was. This is a good example of turning a situation that's not fantastic into something very difficult for your opponent. Brad was trying to come down. He could have gone anywhere in the house and forced a single, but he also wanted to make it difficult for Saskatchewan to be able to get their single, and he put it on exactly the right spot. If that slides another 3 inches, it's a nose hit on the front. If it stays more into the middle, Laycock can come down to it for a single point. So the only shot he had was the hit and roll for a single point.
The key shot brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere. So that great shot results in a steal of 1 and a 2-2 game here in Ottawa. So here in the 4th end, it is Saskatchewan with Hammer throwing the Redstones.
Pound less, yeah. Let's go, buddy. Top 8.
Careful, guys.
That's pretty good.
No.
Lots of line.
You can wait.
It's really good.
Weight's good.
Third one.
Little heavy, if anything.
Still well
No,
out
weight's
there.
good.
Where is it?
Little light.
There. Getting better.
Line's not a problem.
Really light.
Yeah, we are.
Gotta hook the yellow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good shot. Oh. That's good. Not bad. Yep. Perfect. Yeah. Well, not perfect.
Well, a little over adjustment by Dallin Myers
What's the depth
from
you
last
want?
end where he slid back 4 foot, but certainly better than being heavy. So out-turn draw around it all, top 4 foot.
Quite a little light.
Wait on me, guys.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Wait on me. Lots of room.
Line's good. I think line's real good.
Lots of room. Line's good.
Line's real good. Gotta get it there. Come on.
Then. Hard.
Line's perfect.
Right to my broom, guys.
Hard. Hard.
Sir. Good shot. Nicely done.
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that makes it really good.
And there's a look at Jules Ochar.
Red almost.
And he may be one of the key pickups for this Brad Gushue team. And talking with Brad before, he said the one thing they really wanted to improve on was charting the stones at these Briers event. No one better than Jules. He was with Kevin Martin for over 25 years, and they got to know each other when Brad was a fifth for Kevin Martin at those Olympic curling trials. So Jules, you'll see a lot this week looking at the other stones, and he's really brilliant at doing that, David.
He is. I had a chance to work with Jules as well that same year. And Jules will spend every moment at the arena watching every single game and charting every single rock that's thrown. And particularly when a skip or a third is throwing a certain stone in the beginning of the game, but then doesn't have it by the end of the game.
Lovely shot there as the yellow spill, and Jules wanted to wish the best to his players. He's still the coach at NATE, the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology in Edmonton, the NATE Ooks curling team, and they're off to nationals in a couple weeks in London, and Jules wanted to send his best to them. And beside Jules, you'll see an empty chair on that bench because this team elected to not bring an alternate this time around. I asked Brad about that, and he basically said, yeah, they're going to go with no fifth. They wanted to try bring a talented curler, but he said they've gone with 4 all year. They didn't want to disrupt their chemistry, and they're going with the 4 guys that they have. And I guess it does make sense, unless someone happens to get sick. It's a long week. What's your thoughts on that, David?
Well, I don't think it's a wrong decision. I think a lot of teams bring a fifth for a few reasons. One is to help with a lot of the tasks and chores and media requests and charting rocks that your coach is going to do. That can just sort of be that support mechanism for the team. But the other side of it that Brad pointed out is if they didn't feel that there was someone that was going to add a lot of value to what they were already doing throughout the year, that exactly as you just said, they didn't want to disrupt any team chemistry, and I can understand that too. So it does make sense if that's the decision and they made it for those reasons. Then it does make sense what they're doing. The other point to it too is that if one of these players gets sick and can't play, and you're all of a sudden bringing in a new player, well, inevitably that chemistry is changed. And I think your chances of realistically winning this event in a field like this is so diminished. It wasn't the main reason for saying that if we were to bring a fifth, that would be the reason why.
Sorry about that. Sorry, buddy.
Freeze ours, bump it frozen.
Are we second?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now there's like 3 inches of space only. So.
The other thing Jules told us this morning as well, he's been around the game for 30-plus years, and he has been absolutely amazed at how the game has changed with the sweeping techniques, holding stones. He said a number of times in the games they've had so far, he thought the other player was on a rock. Next thing you know, it comes down the ice, hits the near hog line, and they've saved that stone. He said it's just changed so much.
It has, yeah. The sweeping this year has really changed the game dramatically and evolved it in some ways. And in some ways, I mean, the players obviously like it in that they're making more shots, but in some ways, they're not sure that it's improving, the product. But we're seeing that in terms of even statistics. You know, obviously looking at Steve Laycock with 96%. Or sorry,
he was
87% and sitting in 9th place right now compared to last year. So we're seeing much higher percentages than we've ever seen before at this event. So a little bit of a mistake by Saskatchewan, similar to what we saw last end with that draw that's back forefoot.
Top 4, top 8.
Top 8.
I really like your 05.
It's a new track. We can get away with top 12 here, though, versus deep, right?
I still think 05 is going to be a scrub.
05 is going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
05 is just enough.
Yeah, I like that, though.
Let's go, boys.
Outside middle of the 12-foot to get close to center line.
When they say 05, I'm assuming it's like a 405 split
405, yeah, they're just confirming the speed.
Maintain it. Let's maintain it.
And that's similar to what we saw yesterday, so I don't think that the curl in the ice has affected the speed of the rocks.
Room. Line's good. Room. Line's lit. Oh, it's good.
I don't think we are.
Hard, Duke. Line's really good, guys. Really good line. Little more, Duke. Little more, man. Little more.
Duke, a.k.a. Dallin Myers, good scrub, and they get it there where they wanted it. They wanted it top 12.
Yeah, they wanted to make sure they could see it so they can play it back onto that yellow one. So it's a good shot.
Gave you more ice than anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
From a hog to hog timing perspective, that was over 15 seconds, which is just as fast as we saw yesterday.
Probably no good because then he goes there and then he's got 2.
Can you hit?
We don't really have a way to get this out.
If we go to the back when he goes on it, then you have that, don't you?
Like there and there.
And we do this?
Man, we could nose this.
What? Yeah, I don't
but
mind
he
that.
still goes here. I think we got to do something on
So
this
Mark
side.
is making the point, if they come to the back one here,
What about this?
and that Saskatchewan then comes to the back one, now
Like if he's here, can you not hit what you
Newfoundland
see?
could come down, hit this
Not much
one
fear,
onto
maybe get
here,
that off.
they would go on to there.
What about
And then if he's here, you can freeze.
True.
hack weight on the back one's no good?
Board weight. Oh, there. We can throw that one.
Normal. And try to, well, then we might stagger it
No,
again.
if you're just playing that, you just play it to stick it right there and roll to here. Yeah. Problem is, he might just double them and roll up. Then what do we do?
We make this draw again.
We didn't have any out here yet, eh? Yeah. If you make it real good, though, it's still no good because we can't get at it. Yeah. You almost have to just go like here.
Or we draw it right next to the red.
Yeah.
Like if we throw it right there, like.
Yeah, but then he might be able to do this.
He might be able to rip it all.
Timeout. You know what I mean?
So Gushue takes his first time out.
I don't really like.
Definitely a dangerous situation for Newfoundland. They're not sure how best to protect the rock in the top 4 foot with Saskatchewan stone that they just threw to top 12.
Yeah. You guys like that?
I love it.
Problem is, the only thing, if he makes this double and spins up, then I gotta.
And you hit the back
I gotta hit this and try and line it up.
You don't want to just play an intern at this? And
What?
Why do you have to?
Well, what else are we gonna do? We're not gonna guard it, are we?
You could.
Well, they could.
I guess you get hit
I'm
the
just
back
saying,
one.
you know, we got to think a couple.
I know.
What if we nose this? What's he do?
He's probably drawing.
It's not an easy nose, but yes, you're right. It does the same thing.
He's probably drawing.
I think he's drawing.
He's drawing just past his.
Yeah.
Or beside.
But if he's right beside it and leaves it any bit open, we make the double.
Yeah.
Or the,
If he's any deep,
or the triple.
if he's any deep,
Yes.
you draw
I
to it.
understand that. I just think this gives us two options. The only thing that leaves that double where we got to make this really good. Might be a blank.
Blank's not bad.
Isn't that something,
Right
Brian?
now,
There's
I don't
5
see
rocks in
any
the house,
avenue
and
where
they're saying,
it's
well, it
not
might be a
gonna have
blank.
to unless we do this.
From what I've seen this week, I'm not surprised, David.
Oh, I know what I do.
rock.
We don't have hammer, right?
Said I know what I do.
No, I'm saying he will have
A little difference in the discussion is that
half a rock.
Brad's thinking what they're going to make, and the other members of the team are saying, well, if they're a little off on this shot or a little off on that, it's going to leave us this type of shot. And Brad's assuming they're going to make whatever they're trying to throw.
Yeah. What are you trying to hit?
Half.
Okay.
So half a rock on the center line guard, send it back onto the red one that's in the top 12 and try and stick it right there.
Normal. Heavy. Oh, little big.
Hard, real hard.
Clean.
Real heavy.
Jeff. Gotta go hard.
Jeff Walker on the brush.
Okay.
Shot.
Right now over on TSN 1 and 4 with Vic Rauter, Cheryl Bernard, and Russ Howard. You can watch this game between Ontario and BC. And a big draw needed here from the veteran Glenn Howard, making his 16th appearance at the Tim Hortons Brier Final Stone on the way.
Yeah, after that miss that Jim Cotter had in the second end where he was trying to blanket, they've played 2 terrific ends with a deuce in 3 and now forcing Glenn Howard to draw the 8-foot against 2 for a single point here in the 4th end.
You're fine. Just clean.
Richie Hart comes out to help guide it in with Scott Howard.
Shot.
And it is just fine. So against 2, a nice draw for 1. And they're tied up at 2 after 4.
On our sheet, the double peel on those top yellow ones, making things difficult for Newfoundland. Protecting just a single rock in the 4-foot.
It's not in, but it's fine.
I think it is.
I don't think black's in.
You don't think black's in?
Is it in? I don't think the black part's in, is it?
Here it is, I think.
Black is in.
Is it?
It's in. Black is in.
It's in.
I think black's in, isn't it?
Now I think we go there, and if he freezes, then we can hit and roll. We should be okay. Freeze it. Yeah. To the back one. Yeah. Freeze the back. If he then plays a freeze, we can then just.
Who had the best
hit
eye in
roll
your
the
team
top.
for those ones, David?
Well, I know who didn't.
Well, that's not what I asked, but okay.
There was a reason that Randy had, I think, 4 pairs of glasses at every event we went to.
So skip stones here in 4. The first here from Brad Gushue.
Yeah, just freezing to the back when
Hard. T. Hard. Hard then.
Back 4.
Broom. We close. Yeah.
Wait's good.
Keep a broom down.
Yeah. Yeah. Line. Hard for line.
Gotta go for weight.
Gotta go
Hard
wait.
line. Hard.
Top it.
Hard, guys.
Hard.
Line's great. Go. Hard. Yeah. Keep going.
Final few scrubs there from Gallant.
yeah, great sweeping.
Drags it by everything, and that is frozen for now second and third shot stones for Team Newfoundland Labrador without hammer here in 4.
Boy, that's a lot of curl. They came around a rock in the top 4-foot and are more or less completely buried back 4-foot.
Hard. Yeah. Keep going.
Those are 2 strong boys as well on the brush.
You almost risk chapping me, no?
One more yet.
We got to be around the button, number, right? Steve.
Yep. We're on the tee.
10's your number. That was a 14-8. Swept pretty hard. That was end to end. Yeah.
What's my number?
A 10. You could err almost on 5.
I think it's a 5. I really do.
Okay.
Times are a little different.
14.
Yeah.
I really think it's a 5.
Okay, let's go with 5. I like it. Gives us some working room.
So the same shot for Steve Laycock. They're going to try and come around and freeze exactly onto the one Brad Gushue just threw.
Dead weight.
Clean.
We're back 12.
Yo.
We're heavy. Back 12.
Whoa.
We're back 4.
Clean.
Back 8.
Well, line's good.
We're heavy. Back 8.
Back 8's too much, but back 4 is pretty much what they need.
It's trying. It's
Flash
trying.
when you have to.
It's trying. It's trying.
Let's call, guys. Okay.
Boy, when it's slowed down, it grabs that curl and it just cuts in there.
Yeah, that was the difference in weight between Brad Gushue's and Steve Laycock's. Brad's caught the curl a little bit earlier, and the sweepers had to hold it to get by. Laycock's was just a little bit heavier, didn't grab that curl as soon, and obviously we see the result.
There we steal. There's okay. I just think we could line up a triple here and give him a shot for 3 or 4.
Try to draw the pin.
Yep, right on the pin. I think if we come to our yellow and are just touching it, I think we're okay.
You think?
Yep, I believe so. Because he's only got about half the button there, Mark. Give me just a hair more ice.
Yeah, you can't hit.
What's that?
Can you hit?
Maybe.
Split C line, right?
No, I think, like...
So the option that Brad Gushue has is to come down and make a play on this one, eliminating this red one, but the red one would come off of this yellow and out, getting rid of the catcher on it, so leaving the 3 yellow stones, and he's worried he would actually leave potentially a triple takeout for Steve Laycock to score 2 points. So instead of worrying about that at all, he's just going to draw his in right to the edge of the button and try and steal a point that way.
It's probably a little further out than what we have going. I'm going to give you the same, though.
Okay.
You guys like that?
Yeah.
A little more. A little more, Brett.
Heavy. Back 8.
Whoa. Back 4.
So after a steal of 1 and 3, Brad Gushue here in 4, trying to apply the pressure here once again.
Weight's good now.
Line's good. T-line.
Wait, you're
Yep. Just T. T-line.
How's mine?
Mine's great.
Needs a curl.
No, off.
Heavy. Sit.
Well, we will be shot if we draw to it because it's so close right now. It might be us already.
Same.
And after they look, we'll look.
Maybe that same ice. I thought you threw it good, eh? Let's go, buddy.
I think it's red, David. No?
Yeah, I do too.
So, getting shot.
But because there's that ½ centimeter separation between the 2 yellows, if they even just touch that yellow, it's guaranteed to be red.
Not sure.
14-4 on Brad's there. Okay, yeah. I got a 91 on your last one, Steve. Zero's is the number, actually. Yeah.
Just a couple feet less, really. You're only here.
Final stone here in 4 for Steve Laycock.
Good weight, 97.
It looks like he's lying 1.
Line's tight.
Play a perfect draw here, a little tap, and maybe a chance for 2 here for Saskatchewan.
Whoa. Back 8. Back 4. Whoa. We're all there. Back 4. Hard. Whoa. Back 4. Back 4. Back 4. Whoa. Clean. Back 4. Clean. Back 4. Flash.
Here it comes, little tap on the yellows.
I think we got her.
Should be good for 2.
What a great shot.
Where are we? Now, though. The 2 shot, for sure.
Well, they're saying the one Steve Laycock just threw his shot for sure.
Shooter shot for sure.
2 red.
Fuck.
2 red.
So frustration for Newfoundland Labrador as Brad came just a little too far with his final stone. 2 on the board for Laycock.
We've won this event, we've won the Olympic gold, and we've also lost this event in a really heartbreaking fashion. So we felt all of the emotions, the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and it really builds a lot of character, I think, in both ways.
It's a great honor, and last year to have worn that for the first time was fantastic, and certainly feel just as good about it this year. And for us, it's a symbol of, you know, going out there and working as hard as we possibly can to defend what we won the last few years.
It is a rematch of the gold medal game. It is tonight on TSN. Team Canada, Northern Ontario, both 3-0. It's on TSN 1 and 5. David and I, the pleasure of having the call of that one. On TSN 3, another great battle. Alberta, Manitoba on Sheet D, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Your choice, two brilliant choices. So enjoy that later on tonight. In the meantime, we get you up to date. It is Team Canada, the Redstones taking on PEI. And Adam Casey is certainly putting the pressure on so far. Final stone here to come from Pat Simmons, and you see the special jerseys. Well, we're honoring the troops today on TSN and in the building, and they honor Wounded Warriors. That is their charity of choice, so hence the jerseys. They're actually going to auction those off at the end of the Brier and raise money for Wounded Warriors. Nice hit there from Pat Simmons, so they respond with 2 on the board, and a 2-2 match after 4. Very cool jerseys, and for a great cause as well, as we bring you back to our feature game here at TD Place. And it's a good one. Saskatchewan taking on Newfoundland Labrador, and a slight error on his final stone from Brad Gushue. He slid in a little too far. That opened the door, and there you see 2 pairs on the board, 1 and 1, 1 and 4 for Steve Laycock. He leads 4-2 here in 5. It is Brad Gushue throwing the yellow stones with hammer.
Yeah, you don't see that very often from Brad Gushue making a miscalculation like he did last end. He was obviously looking originally at not wanting to give up 2 by playing the hit, so they decided to play the draw, not realizing there was going to be enough space for Saskatchewan to come in for another shot. But had Brad been, you know, just even a couple inches shorter, that shot wouldn't have been there. Maybe not even for 1. So Newfoundland on the offense, throwing up the corner guards and ignoring the Saskatchewan rocks in the center 12-foot.
Whoa, Ben. Whoa, Jeff. The cup. No, okay. Jeff. Whoa. Jeff. It can't be too tight. He's going to play the double on us.
Bottom of the cup.
Right on the Tim. Whoa. Let it stop. Let it stop. Okay.
Do it if you can. Don't miss that double.
I like it. I like it this way, don't you?
Yeah.
This way?
Going the way.
Center?
It's all set already that way.
It's all set. Yeah, it makes it really hard. And at least
as long as it doesn't hit ours. That's
no, it won't.
Feel
at least your shooter's going out.
Deeper than that. Let's go, buddy. Make it.
3/4 high.
3/4?
It's not the normal way that you'd like to play this. You'd like to play it so that your shooter's rolling to the right and that the yellow stone is spinning out to the left off the other yellow one. In this case, the guard is offset a little bit to the left, so they're actually hitting it back and running it off the yellow in the house, back through the house.
Shot.
Colton Flash just gets the 1 to go.
Four feet less.
Okay.
That's good.
I thought that was 6
A little bit early, Mark. The weight's good.
Line's good. Line's fine. Room.
Line's better on this one.
Room.
Half. Well, just shy of the cup. Okay.
Room.
Line's fine.
Okay.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Okay,
Looks deep. Looks heavy.
Oh, looks like lots. Jeff, maybe a little bit. Go a little bit, Jeff. No, you're good. You're good. Good shot. Slid well.
I never knew it was that deep.
I didn't either.
Oh.
We both thought it was a little less. Shot.
I never knew it was going that far.
I betcha. 3/4.
The run back, but playing it the other way this time to roll towards the middle.
Yep, right at it.
Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Whoa! Yep! Yep!
Kirk Myers gets them both going, sticks the
Great
shooter.
shot.
Go, Kirk.
Still a corner guard up for Gushue.
What do you like?
There's enough curl, you can also come around the red one top 8-foot and be shot rock back 4-foot.
Probably pretty good. Okay. Like here or here?
Good, like same weight I threw coming this way. Good,
Okay.
normal.
Yep. I like that.
Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa. Firm normal. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Mark Nichols, another double takeout, sticks his shooter as well, so a couple rocks up top here for Newfoundland Labrador to play with.
I don't mind that, Kirk. I don't mind that either.
It's not bad. If you make this, it's blank.
Yeah, but if I don't, it's 2. Or if I nose, what do they do? Yeah.
I guess it's not that bad.
Then you got to make the short run. Up to you, though. I'm good.
Okay,
we don't mind that run, but.
Or
I think this is a shot, guys.
Roll right to a center. Remember, this curls up? Yep. Everything curls, what I'm saying.
Yep. Forward weight.
Forward weight.
Little big.
Whoa.
Whoa, off. Little big.
That one.
It's close.
Dylan.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's gotta go. Get the shooter out of here.
Oh. Go right over.
Jeez. It's fine. That's okay. Same difference, really.
Sorry, guys. Pretty shitty. Really shitty, actually. Steve left Steve out to dry.
Up 4.
Speed should be good.
Now roll the other direction from what they were trying. They were hoping to roll into the middle, possibly grab the 12-foot near the center line. This gives a great opportunity for Team Gushue to come around with the out turn and be buried top 8-foot.
You got 6 feet more than what I've been throwing. Yeah.
Weight's pretty good. Top.
I like the weight.
Top 4.
Okay, line's good.
You got a bit of room.
Line only. Whoa.
Weight's.
T, line only.
Yeah, we're okay. Top 4.
Just in front of T.
No handle. No handle.
Top 4.
Wait, only. Over
just in front of T.
Over curling a bit. Really going sideways. Whoa,
just in front of T.
Whoa.
Kind of a funny handle on that stone there, David.
Yeah, a little less rotation than he probably wanted. It does cause it to curl a little bit more than they anticipate at the end when the handle comes off.
No handle.
Top 4.
Wait, only. Over
just in front of T.
But it is still rotating. There's no question. Just not as much as Mark normally throws.
Okay, Mark. Yeah, he's got to put some handle on it.
Yeah. Just ran into rotation.
I think so, eh? Yep. So same as mine. Just get that little bit of come out of there. Let's go, bud. You got it.
Yep. 7/8 high. You got it. Good. Everyone's been throwing peel here. Just curls up that fraction, hey?
Yep.
Yeah. It's about 3/4 high, 7/8 high.
3/4.
3/4.
Steve Laycock said that when he was growing up, there was really no Olympics, and that the Brier was always the big thing in Saskatchewan as a kid that he always wanted to get to and someday win.
Pretty close.
Run back. And he'll get that yellow to go.
Good throw.
Still a corner left.
Well, I think every curler here obviously has their eye on the Olympics, you know, whether it's the next one or some of these curlers will be here for a couple more cycles. And you form your teams for those 4-year cycles. But from year after year after year, the Brier is ultimately the event that you put your team together for, you try and get into. All of us growing up as kids, we'd throw that draw to the button to win the Brier in practice.
That's right.
And you got to do it, which is pretty cool. And for this guy, a lot of talk about where the Brier will be next year. And that is in Newfoundland, Labrador, St. John's. And you know how much that Brad Gushue would love to wear that maple leaf on his back in his home province.
Well, it's going to be tight to the guard. I think if they get by, he's probably going to come out the other side anyhow.
I think so.
Just light.
Where did he have? Or where do you think he threw it? He threw it like here. Okay. So we need, let's make sure we have enough.
What's that?
Must have. I thought it was top.
I thought we were going to get it
8 in your hand.
Yeah, I thought the weight was good out of my hand, but
yeah, it's just a little less than Mark, so it should have got top 12 at least.
Yeah. We lost the line 10 feet out of my hand too, so.
Just because that finishing curl.
You can
back 12.
Steve, you can get away with that same throw you've been throwing to the button there. That was a nice 7.
Yeah. Zeros.
Not
Little
you,
bit.
Flash, not you. It's good, not you.
Pretty good. 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 Right here, top 4.
Not you, Flash. We're good.
Right here.
Wait.
Line's good.
Really
yep.
good.
Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard, Duke.
And here's where it starts to really curve in. They get it by the guard, though.
That's enough. That's enough.
That's good, Kirk. That's fine.
And they'll drag it back, buried in the 8.
Good job.
Good job, Stevie. That's why I didn't.
So mission accomplished there for Team Saskatchewan. The force is on, and a drop for 1 for Brad Gushue.
If I'm not, we're fine.
Yeah.
Never.
Still have some top 8 in your hand, so.
Okay. I'll give you 4 feet more.
Well, the difficulty now is that Brad Gushue needs to reset, and if he really believed the last one picked, which he was talking about after it came to a stop, then he needs to throw the same weight he just threw.
Weight's good.
Probably 6.
T-line, guys.
T.
Walker and Gallant liked it out of his
Doesn't
hand.
look heavy.
Well, that's 15-2.
And now a big scrub here as they got to pull it full 8.
Good sweep.
And they just get it there. I'll tell you what, closer than they thought. But good enough for a single. It is Saskatchewan leading through 5, 4, 3. We are showing great appreciation today on TSN for our troops across Canada and around the world. It is the Tim Hortons Brier here in our nation's capital.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
In our feature matchup, Saskatchewan, great start with a hammer, getting 2 in the first. A steal for Brad Gushue there in 3, but another 2 for the Saskatchewan skip. And Steve Laycock is with our Kathy Goche.
Steve, Dave Merklinger said that he was going to paper the rocks last night before today's draw. What differences have you seen?
A little extra finish and just a tiny bit heavier. Actually, the speed, not that much difference, just not as much finishing glide, but it's pretty good.
2 great draws. Well, a great draw for your 2 points in 4. Tell us about your confidence with the ice. I know 1 and 2 isn't maybe where you want to be, but how are you playing?
Actually, the 1 and 2 was a well-played 1 and 2. We have made teams play really good to beat us, so, I mean, if we keep that up for the rest of the week, I think record will take care of itself.
Was that something that you addressed as a team coming into a field like this to put record aside and worry about performance?
Yeah, for sure. Just focus on 1 shot at a time. I mean, if you get too worked up about your record in this type of event, they can eat you alive because there's so many good teams coming up in the next few games. So you just got to focus on 1 shot at a time, 1 end at a time, 1 game at a time.
Thanks, Steve.
You bet.
It is time for After 5, brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner of Curling Canada for over 20 years. And David, one of the storylines was that when these 2 teams meet up, these 2 skips, always tight games, and it's a close one through 5 again.
Well, it is, and Newfoundland has the edge in percentage, 90 to 83 overall. Saskatchewan's had a few misses in terms of being deep on some draws, which we're seeing in the percentages, but they've also been able to bail them out with some big shots, and Steve Laycock in particular in that 4th end with that draw for 2.
Saskatchewan with the 2nd most multi-point ends this week so far. They have 8. They also have some of the best fans in the country. They've made the trip to Ottawa on Military Appreciation Day on TSN.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years.
44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2016 EcoBoost Ford Edge Sport in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2. The final, Manitoba's Denny Neufeld against Newfoundland Labrador's Brad Gushue. And Gushue had a battle on his hands, but came up big when it counted most, including a big 5 on the hit and roll. The skip would come out on top. Brad Gushue wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2016 Ford Edge Sport.
Jules told us he's hoping to get at least a tire or maybe a bumper from that truck. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. Actually, a lot of Ford Hot Shot winners on the ice here. Kirk Myers won in 2014. Steve won it back in 2008. And, of course, this year's winner is Brad Gushue. He is losing this game, though, Saskatchewan after 5. A 4-3 advantage over Newfoundland Labrador. And it is Steve Laycock, Red Stones with Hammer here in 6.
Well, despite the score, and we saw the percentages after 5, Saskatchewan had some stones that were sliding deep in the first 5 minutes of the game, and they need to clean that up a little bit for the second half of the game. This is a good start, obviously, the first stone being top 4 and being able to come in right on top of it now.
Nice shot, dude. Really good. Beauty, bud.
Try to bump that one behind the button.
Probably want back 8, almost back 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably back 8. Try and get as close to the nose as we can.
It's a nice finish at the end.
Yeah.
Speed's good, eh? In here?
Yeah. Back 4. No, it's more than that. Back 12. Just through, Mark. Just through. Gotta go, Mark.
And the guy sweeping there, Mark Nichols, also a Ford Hot Shots winner. He won it too back in 2005.
Gotta go hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Well, trying to get every bit of curl they can.
Go, go. Good. Good shot. Nice shot.
Good call, Jeff.
Peeling into that. Everyone in the house?
I don't mind hit and roll.
They're in a world of hurt, man.
Board. Okay. Let's go, buddy. Make it.
I really like the peel on the top into that one, if anything, but
I'm okay with this.
Try and hit and roll behind.
We get ice. Let's make it.
Newfoundland's actually liking the setup. They bumped that to back button. This is the same spot that we saw in the 4th end with the outturn, that they were able to draw around and freeze around a rock that was in top 4 to back button. So they know that spot very well.
Oh, hard. Weight's good. Whoa! Dylan! Light. Dylan! Dylan! All the way, Dylan! All the way! Roll it, Kurt!
Myers looking for that little extra curl. There's the roll.
Very nice.
Saskatchewan line 3.
Great shot.
Buddy. Weight was good, guys. 11. Sorry.
Dylan! All the way, Dylan! All the way! Roll it, Kurt!
I got it, Kirk. Get on the line.
Roll it hard!
Go, 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 go! Oh, yeah.
Could it be young, eh? They're just battling to want to sweep that rock. Just going at it out there this afternoon. It's awesome.
Well, here's that spot that I just talked about. They've seen this out-turn draw to the back button 3 or 4 times in the 4th end. They know the line. They know the weight. It's a big shot to get one in there right now.
Back 4!
Hold that off. Let it die a bit. Line's fine!
Back 4 right now. Back 4! Whoa!
Line's good!
Line's good, guys!
Line's real good!
Hard for line now! Gotta go. Hard for line now! Hard! Hard, all you got!
Line's good!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep.
Trying to lock it on there. Get shot stone. Lovely touch from Brett Gallant.
As much as it was a great shot, the only downside for Newfoundland is that Saskatchewan still has a half rock peel weight, and it's gone pretty easy.
Pretty thin, right?
Yeah, like quarter or less.
Can't hit it too thin. I like peel.
Okay.
Just you can play control if you wanted.
We gotta get that. Place to shake that.
Yeah, no, we gotta hit to get it out.
Get your shooter out of there.
Feels easier to call, probably.
They're actually talking about the weight and the line to stick it there. Less worried about the yellow spinning out than they are about leaving the red one that's in the top 4 foot stuck right on the top of the button and putting Newfoundland in a whole lot of trouble.
I'm assuming with this weight they do not care about the shooter at all, David. It's just...
No, not at all. They're going to try and hit as thin as they can and leave that rock right there.
They get by everything. Bang, there goes the yellow.
Nice shot.
Good throw.
That's good. A little thinner, though. It just stays there. Prefer that one stays. Good shot.
Think a little slower in here.
So a small opening for Newfoundland. They can get probably with back line to hack weight, a little inside roll right to the back button.
You like that ice?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, we've seen Mark Nichols over curling on
Just hack.
3 or 4 shots so far.
Just through. Hard. We're killing it for sure. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard. Really gotta go, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Might not kill it. Really gotta go hard. Hard to get by the yellow. Hard. 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 Whoa, whoa now.
Well, and there's another over curl. That one was probably more weight than anything.
Light and tight.
Light? Yeah, back line. Maybe a little. It's getting late enough. I like the peel still, you guys. It's getting later now.
Peel what?
Top one.
Makes a double to be buried.
Okay, whatever you like. Then we just make the double right back.
That's true.
You can almost run
Let's
this
look
into
at
that
sheet
yellow.
D, and we're just looking at these angles for the first time. Redstones belonging to Team Canada. PEI, one to come from Adam Casey. Is the triple there for maybe 2, David?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about a half rock triple.
Robbie, go ahead.
Definitely needed to curl a bit.
Got the red, and he'll just knock it through, and the angle's just not there. So 1 yellow on the board.
He had an ice for that.
And you see that record. Team Canada comes in a perfect 3-0, and it is Adam Casey, PEI, looking for win number 1 at this year's Tim Hortons Brier.
Well, Adam definitely threw that safe. He's tied up with the hammer. You hit it on the nose and take your 1 point. You still have control of the game. If you're tight and miss it on the inside, you give up a steal of 2.
What do you like? Draw? 4 rocks left, right? If it was Colton's second one, I think peel.
What was your gut? Draw?
There's Coach Lyle Myers, their second time out here for Saskatchewan.
Buried. Hit and roll. Right, he makes this double. We have this right
Hit and roll, the only thing, we're going to be deep. We're going to be here.
I like leaving that.
Comes and taps the 6.
Right here.
I like being fully buried right
I
here.
like the draw, Duke.
Okay.
Steve, what's wrong
Yeah, I
with
like using that at point.
Okay, sure.
I think you go fully buried right here.
That was our thought.
He's behind us.
Then we make this right back. We're lined right up. I think you bury this one.
Okay.
He makes that, you make the double right back.
What if he gets right here then?
With the draw?
Jeez, how do you draw there?
He puts it right here.
Just stop.
That's quite.
You can still go like this.
Probably just not.
You can still go like that,
It's
Steve.
close, but you'd have to see how it shakes
Yeah,
out.
but even if I make it, just go into here, and I.
But we're still sitting here.
Like, yeah, even if we don't, what's he do?
Knows it?
Actually,
Just like there?
I'm just saying, like, ideally this.
You know.
But if we don't,
that's pretty good.
Does he
You're
go
right.
here?
Then he freezes, then we blast. Then we have an
That
angle blast.
freezes nothing.
You guys don't like the peel at all?
without getting rid of both, it doesn't do much. Well, we're not going to run his rock back with any.
We
action.
peel, he plays this.
What's that?
We peel, he plays this still.
Yeah, and it's still.
This.
I don't think he plays that because then we just double right back.
Okay, I don't hate the peel.
Okay.
What's he going to do?
That's my thinking, and we were up by one with.
I don't like running it into here.
He might wrap.
I don't either. This is our raw. This is
That's
safer for
helping us.
Yeah.
Okay, just peel it.
And he's just going to wrap one here probably, and we have a double.
Well, they don't mind the situation the way it is. What they don't want to do is make it easier for Newfoundland to get a rock in behind cover and sitting on top of one of theirs.
No, you're second.
The danger rock is really the two guards being one up with last rock right now. They're just going to eliminate the highest guard, try and make this as simple as possible. Problem is Newfoundland probably comes down and makes that double and sits two. I'm not sure that there's going to be an easy deuce for Saskatchewan after that.
Keep going, don't no action in the house.
Good.
Pretty flat, Mark. Even if we bump it over here, it's pretty good. 2/3.
Well, if anyone's got the ability and the weight, it's this guy.
There you go.
Brad telling us that his nickname back in the day was Bam Bam, but I guess with age now they just call him Bam.
Yeah, that's right. It sounded kind of childish as Bam Bam.
So he's Bam now.
From the Flintstones.
Look at the weight here. Mark Nichols. Bam, bam.
Yeah, nice shot.
Great shot.
Now they can't play the double either because it jams on the red one that just got pushed back to the 12-foot.
Shot, Mark.
With the curl that we've seen this afternoon, though, that in-turn tap is definitely
Good.
makeable.
Little light. Light.
Yep. Yep.
Light.
Yes.
Yeah, hard.
Hard.
Still here hard.
Hard.
I'm still hearing hard.
Flash has got to go now to get it by that yellow guard, trying to hold that line for him.
Great sweep.
Just by it.
Go, Steve. Go, 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 go.
This brushing is unbelievable this year.
It really is.
Wow. Good sweep. Good sweep.
Halfway down, I didn't think that rock had a chance.
And I bet you Jules Ochar didn't think so either.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yep.
Get it going.
Go, Steve. Go, 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 go.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yep.
Get it going.
Go, Steve. Go,
They could
go,
hear
go,
him
go,
back
go.
in Saskatoon with that shot, making everyone proud back at the Nutana Curling
Steve's
Club.
liking this path.
I think same as his draw of the button.
Same as his last draw last end?
I think so.
Do you
agree?
Just 3/4 high. 7/8 high, something like that. What do you think of that ice?
Give me a hair last, Mark. Yeah.
You think it'd throw the same way it threw last time?
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I like that.
Maybe even a little bit more.
Just a little.
The key to this shot is making sure that they leave it on the high side of that red stone so there's no double takeout on the two yellows.
Put a broom on it.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Easy.
Easy.
Bumping it a
Weight's
little.
good. Gonna need a curl.
Weight's
good.
right on it.
It's not curling, guys.
Gotta go a little.
Brett's in.
Brett's in.
Over there.
Brett's in.
Don't need to go.
Bump it. You cannot bump.
You don't need to go. No line.
Like, even if you're here, Steve, like, that's perfect, eh?
Yep. Didn't curl for us.
I actually think board might be easier. I agree. Totally.
We're still going to get that curl out of there, hey? Yeah. Let's go, buddy.
Well, there's no double. The yellow stone on the right jams on the back, red one in the 12-foot. So they're playing
You
the
can flop under without touching the
hack weight, hit and roll to center line. Leave them both lined up behind the guard.
Slightly, the yellow's slightly higher. Okay.
Board weight.
We'll overthrow it.
Okay.
Steve Laycock is first here in 6.
Little quiet.
Yep.
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 Yep. Almost hack.
Yep.
Hack.
Yep. Yeah.
Push through
You gotta
this
go.
one. Push through
guys.
this one.
You
You got
gotta
it.
go harder.
Keep
Flash.
pushing through it. Keep pushing
Harder,
through this
harder,
one.
harder, harder,
Push
harder.
through this one.
Harkert, get it past that one.
Come on.
Beauty. It's good. Chucked. Shot in the back.
Yeah.
Careful that.
Is that light, eh?
We're pretty well separated, right? It's tough to do.
Okay.
Just board, eh? Should be coming in at a nice
Board
angle.
enough to get rid of both of them?
Just got to get him out of the 8-foot.
Okay.
Like if we're here, he got no double, right?
Okay.
Or even to there.
Who's fourth there,
Should
Brett?
go, eh?
What's that?
Who's fourth
Trying
over
to
there? 2/3?
There.
We need to hear less.
2/3 thick half.
Can I give you my miracle shot here, David?
Oh, yeah.
Off your own yellow, which goes back on their red, into the house, and you bang off the two reds
Off
there,
the
and then
back
you're
one and then
buried.
back up to the top
What
one.
do you think?
Sure, I think it's there. It's much like the quintuple takeout that you and I tried the other night at our TSN curling. We saw how that turned out.
We hit about 2/3.
The difficulty with the shot is that if they didn't have to stick, it's a 3/4 rock, double takeout, but they have to stick in the A foot, or it's a hit for 2 for Saskatchewan.
I like boards.
I like that ice.
Well, I think we can both say that when we called this guy's last shot against Alberta at the Brier last year in Calgary, and I asked you degree of difficulty, and I think you said, well, 10 out of 10, if not any chance, and he made that incredible shot, which was maybe the shot of the last 5 years. How about this one? How tough?
Pretty good.
Well, this is a weight shot. They know the line. It's all about throwing the right weight. So it's definitely there.
So tap, get them both going.
Hard on that one.
Perfect shot.
Lovely. And only one guy can sweep behind the tee line, correct? Or there's 2 going?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 1 rock. But it's absolutely perfect. There's no double takeout. It's a force. Draw for 1 for Saskatchewan.
What do you like, Flash?
Zeros.
0, Steve. 95 to 0s even?
Yeah.
Yeah, my draws were kind of 95 in there.
And that tells you how good that Steve's been with the hammer the last few games, and in this game as well. First time he's been forced in some time. So right now, it is 2 stolen points for Newfoundland Labrador. Final one still to come here from Steve Laycock in 6. Needs to draw and get some red paint here for a single.
We're good.
Down. Got a curl. It's good. It's good. T-line. T-line, boys. Hard Duke.
It's good. Good. It's fine. Good job, boys.
Beauty.
Little rub and no problem. Steve Laycock finds the red paint in the 4-foot for his single. And he leads by 2 here in Ottawa.
Toughest field I've been a part of, and you know what, I think we're really looking forward to it as a team. Be a good challenge for us. If you're going to come through and win this week, we've had a great year. If you can keep it going against this field, you know you're a great team.
I've been watching Brier since I was a little kid, and I've watched many in my competitive days from my couch at home, and I don't think I've ever seen a field where I believe there's a multitude of teams that are capable of winning. Our expectations are, you know, as high as anybody's in this field.
And we have 2 primetime games for you on our TSN feeds. On 1 and 5, it's Team Canada taking on Northern Ontario. And on Sheet D, TSN 3, you can watch Alberta taking on Manitoba. Great action tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And let's update you. It is the 6th meeting between the Cooey brothers. Coming to this game, it is Kevin Cooey, a 5-0 record. However, Jamie Cooey is coming to play. Final stone here, and a pretty tough draw, but a chance to pick up 2 and take the lead against his brother.
Well, it is. It's a definitely difficult draw, but the one thing that we see about the Brier ice is that even when you go really far out to those 12 foots, the speed is still the same. So as long as he throws and trusts the weight, he's going to get the curl.
And the weight is good enough. So there's 1, there's 2, and a lead. 6-5 Northwest Territories over Team Alberta. That would be an upset and some family bragging rights finally as well. We will keep you posted here at TD Place, the Tim Hortons Brier, the 87th edition of the National Men's Curling Championship. And in our feature game, nice draw there from Steve Laycock in 6. He gets a single, a 5-3 advantage. It is hammer time once again for Newfoundland Labrador, and Brad Gushue throwing the Yellowstones.
Yeah, and the one thing that we talked about off the start of the show is that Brad Gushue needs to find ways to generate multiple points. He's only had 4 ends in now over 3.5 games where he scored more than 1 point. So he's got to find a way to generate 2 or more.
Line's all tight. Just short of the cup. Stay down, Mark. Just short of the cup. We're over curling. We're on the top of it. Sit. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's so low. Definitely a good spot. Yeah. I don't have any. That's, yeah.
You got it, buddy.
clean. Clean. Kurt clean. Kurt clean. Kurt clean. Kurt clean.
Good.
Chip and flash.
Yeah, we got to clean them, but.
I like this.
Back 8? Yeah. Okay. Back 12's okay.
All right.
Update time, Sheet D now. Team Canada taking on Prince Edward Island. And Adam Casey is having a real good game here this afternoon. And there's always a target when you're playing with that maple leaf on your back. Final one here from Pat Simmons trying to play the blank, and that is a rare miss from the Team Canada skipper.
Yeah, it sure is. He's been playing so well. As we said, just really continuing off where he finished last year's Brier. And it, you know, you throw that big weight just a hair full and it won't come up, especially on Sheet D. We've seen curling towards the boards or towards the fans. That's one of the straighter spots.
Yep.
So a 4-2 advantage there for PEI over Team Canada. You're just joining our coverage here for the first time. You saw the special uniforms that Pat Simmons and Team Canada wearing. We're honoring the troops in the military today here on TSN and at TD Place. And their charity of choice is Wounded Warriors. So they'll auction off those jerseys at the end of the week here at the Brier and raise money for a great charity.
Line 3.
Corner freeze that one?
Yeah. This here?
Yeah.
It's tough. I think if you're going to do something, maybe that will be pretty good. Good board.
Saskatchewan sitting 3, so Brad Gushue is going to play the hit and roll in, try and roll right behind the center rocks.
Good board.
Closer to normal than board.
Yeah. Close, yeah. Go heavy. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. 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 Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Hard. 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 Hard.
Yep. Center. I think so.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Good.
Yeah, great roll.
Normal. Whatever you like. Just hit it as thin as I can.
Funny, Mark's
there.
had some struggles today with more of those touch shots and those draw shots, but his rolls and that hit weight has been bang on.
Yeah, it has been. It's that down weight. Maybe with the ice being just a little bit differently, you have to adjust your release slightly to make sure you're throwing what we call positive, that it has a straight path out of your hand before catching the curl.
Hard down. Come on. Come on.
That's sweet.
And Kirk Myers makes that yellow go away. And that one spins, I think, for third shot.
Yeah, Saskatchewan didn't mind the setup either. Rocks are being grouped together. Good chance for Saskatchewan to throw a double takeout, eliminate a bunch of the Newfoundland stones.
Can't come around. He just does this.
Yeah.
So hit and roll to the outside.
Yeah.
Forward weight.
Yep. Good.
Good board.
Still a hair big. Heavy. Heavy board. Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Jeff.
Hair big.
Hard,
Still
Jeff.
big. Come on, you really got to go, buddy.
Hard, Jeff.
You almost need the line.
Go,
You need the
go,
line.
go,
You need the
go,
line.
go,
You need
go,
the
go.
line.
Sit down, Rock. Sit. Good shot.
Oh, real nice.
Perfect.
A great spot.
Yes.
So for now, with Hammer, it is Newfoundland Labrador line 2. Live look now, TSN 1 and 4, Ontario, British Columbia.
I was just a little heavy on mine, but I would imagine.
And it is BC, the
control weight.
Yellowstones, Ontario, the Redstones, and Jim Cotter is settling himself into the hack, taking on the Brier veteran. Pretty impressive that Glenn Howard is here now for the 16th time. He's a 4-time Brier champion. Jim Cotter lost a final just a couple years ago when he had Johnny Moe in his team.
Yeah,
Back
both
to the
these
Brier once
skips.
again.
Oh, sorry, Brian. I was just going to say both these skips have put on a great show over the first 3 games. And certainly BC's giving Team Ontario everything they can handle this game. Jim continues his strong play.
Nice hit right on the nose, and great way to take a 6-3 lead. You can watch that one live on TSN 1 and 4 if you choose to.
Whoa! Yeah! Hard! Hard!
Beauty.
Whoa!
Shot.
BC's a lot like Saskatchewan, coming in at 1 and 2, so the record's probably not what you look at and stand out as, they must be playing well, but they really are. They're in that same boat where if they keep plugging away and get some wins, they know they're going to be close at the end of the week.
Yeah, stays in front.
Just gotta be careful.
Do that right now. It's not too bad.
Who's
This one is out counting.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, just roll over to it. I was thinking.
Well, the roll on top, we got to throw enough weight that we got to hit it. Like, it's hard to get it past that and stay on top.
Okay.
Probably is there.
Ooh, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Solid board.
Okay, we just playing the roll here.
Yep.
We can roll like kind of into it.
Yeah, absolutely, Mark. Yeah.
It's like we gotta hit thin half.
Brad liked it right away, and he's been pretty good so far at these shots here in this game and this week.
Well, the easier way to play this is more weight. Throw more weight, hit half a rock, make the double. But they're trying to prevent Saskatchewan from making a double right back. So they're going to cut their weight down to board weight, hit a thin half, and try and stay in front of the other red one.
You like that? I do.
Yeah.
Good weight.
Same as Mark's.
No, a little less, Mark. Yes. A little less.
Brad Gushue is first here in 7.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Trying to generate his 2 points here in this 7th end. Avoid the jam, roll it over. Very well done from the Olympic gold medalist.
Absolutely perfect.
Will it ever go here?
Well, there is a double, but there's certainly the risk of hitting it too thick and potentially giving up at least 2, potentially 3.
Can you make it off it? Or? No.
If I touch it, for sure hits it.
Which might be good.
What do you think? Not the easiest hitting stick in the world if I just hit the back one.
Yeah, that's true.
If I just pick it clean, it would make it, hey?
Yeah. Or we just do this.
No, I gotta pick it clean.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, let's try it.
So what do we gotta hit? Like,
you don't pick it clean, you're going to get one.
Yeah.
So aim for like
quarter.
Quarter, yeah.
Thin quarter, probably.
So they're going to try and hit it thin
house?
enough that they actually completely miss the red rock, and it might clip the other yellow on the way by.
If he gets it clean, it makes it for sure.
Yeah. Peel weight.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit of finish at the end.
Should be.
A little thick, and it'll come off the red one and probably stick on the back yellow one, giving Newfoundland a draw for 2.
Yep.
Hard, Dylan.
Steve Laycock, a rocket with his final stone here in 7.
Gotta go.
Oh, that's tight.
Whoa. Gotta go.
Oh, disaster.
There's the
disaster. It is. And finally, that opportunity that Brad Gushue's been looking for.
That's enough, is it?
I think we.
See him miss one of those in 2 years. Guys like that ice there? Same weight, right? Same weight. I like it.
Yep.
Can I get away with a little less?
I think
Less
you
ice?
can.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, less weight.
No, less weight.
Yeah, either, yeah.
Yeah.
You were on the high end of board there, I would say. So.
Oh, was I? Okay.
Yeah.
He has not had a multiple point end since last night when he took on the Northwest Territories, and a chance to pick up a big-time 3 here against Team Saskatchewan.
Stay down on it. You're good.
Brad Gushue comes through. He got the mistake he was looking for, and there is 3 on the board for Newfoundland Labrador. Gushue finally leads here in Ottawa.
Sitting one, backing. Trying to draw in for a second point here in the fourth. We know that it's going to go on them. Kendra Lilly is there. It'll grind to a halt for two. Krista McCarville to get two. Well, that's just too good. Huge strut. You got to hold it now. Hold it, run it back. Oh, now where's it going to spill? Oh, it sits in time. Final stone. And now the crowd starts to respond as they watch Peterman, Peters, Chelsea Carey, full 8 foot to be the Canadian champions.
Oh, what a feeling. Congratulations to Chelsea Carey wearing those Team Canada colors in the Women's Worlds. And Swift Current, Saskatchewan, some names that we've seen before. Eve Muirhead, always so strong. Anna Sidorova from Russia. Erica Brown will represent the United States. And Sigfridsson from Sweden as well. Great field. It all begins March 19th. Ford World Women's and Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Meantime, in our feature matchup here at the Tim Hortons Brier at TD Place, Team Saskatchewan, Steve Laycock with a bit of a mistake there, opening the door in 7 for Brad Gushue, 3 on the board, and a 6-5 advantage. So it is Saskatchewan now down by 1, throwing the Redstones with hammer.
Well, that's certainly what Team Gushue needed to get the monkey off their back of not scoring multiple point ends. Was a mistake by Saskatchewan like that, but Saskatchewan's only 1 down with Last Rock playing 8th end, so they're in a good situation still.
Good way, little big. Jeff,
easy.
Whoa.
Good curl.
Yep.
Hard mark.
Hard. Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard. Just nudge. Get under there. Good. Nice shot.
Pretty good.
Double peel. Good play peel if you want. Don't have to.
I think so. Just easy peel. Just hit that Kirk side first, eh?
Yep. Just weasel mine. Let's go, buddy. You got her.
Get some
straight
finish
at her.
here.
So they're actually trying to leave the shooter right in front. Hit the rock that Steve's broom is in front of first and push the other yellow one straight sideways.
Really gotta go. Hard Duke. Really gotta go.
Hard down.
They hit the center line one first. It's rolling out.
Shot. Okay.
Ripping your noses. If those are welded, you can nose it. We're try and blast it.
Any space?
You got an inch, maybe 2. Sure. Either that or nose.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you think's best. Okay. Thin half. Quarter.
Third, I think, is ideal.
Team Canada in tough over on Sheet D today, taking on Prince Edward Island.
Yep.
And those 2 stones belonging to Adam Casey, looking for win number 1 here in Ottawa. And 1 to come here from Pat Simmons. Team Canada skip, drawing for a single.
Yeah, Adam Casey's played really well this game, and they did last night too. We watched them play against Quebec, and it was right to Last Rock, just shot after shot after shot. So even though he's sitting at 0-3, he's playing very well, obviously putting a lot of pressure on Team Canada this game.
As always, Nolan Thiessen, Carter Rycroft. The front end will guide this stone in. John Morris, who is from Ottawa, in the house for Team Canada. And nice draw weight, Pat Simmons. He's had it all week long. He's in a battle, though. 4-3, PEI leads with hammer in 9. As for our feature matchup, David, it took 8 ends, but finally Brad Gushue with his first lead of the game in our feature matchup.
Yeah, now they go into peel mode with that rollout by Saskatchewan on the double peel. It gave a chance, certainly for Brett Glant, to make that double peel, and he made no mistake.
Team's number.
Oh, center guard.
Yeah, same thing.
Max. You can clean. I don't think we can even clean. We need to make a curl. We need a pick. We're in the house.
Okay, go back 8.
Yeah, you gotta sweep it. We're only top 4 at best. Yeah. We're just top 8.
Yeah.
Here?
Yeah.
Normal weight. Normal.
Firm. It's close to peel.
So it's not. Clean. Clean. Good shot. It's just firm normal.
Close to the weight.
Yeah, we need 2 here. Why? We don't need 2.
No chance we need to.
Same weight. Like
A little extra line.
last line, he says.
Extra line.
Extra line. Oh, whoa.
Room.
Same weight. We're all there.
Line's okay. Down
Extra
when you
line.
have to. Line's good.
Extra line.
Line will be
Weight's
good.
Close. It's a little heavy, but down
Line's
to
really
sleep it.
nice.
Good. Weight's good. Weight's good.
Really got to finish.
Just leave it. It's balancing a little bit. Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Well, David, they're great rivals at the Brier, both former world junior champions, as we check the numbers here after 7.
Yeah, both numbers pretty good, 84 and 88. Typically in Briers, those would be terrific numbers. This year, however, those are certainly going to be lower than they've been playing so far. But both of them are highlighted by key mistakes by each skip. The fourth end by Brad Gushue coming a little deep and allowing that great draw by Steve Laycock for 2. And then obviously last end, Steve Laycock missing that peel and giving Brad Gushue the 3-ender.
Player comparisons brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Shot.
Shot.
What do you think? What, a half? 2/3?
Ah.
What do you think? What do you like?
I see guard saying.
Yeah, I don't like well. We don't need to.
You're in.
Yep. Let's go, buddy. 2/3.
Well, after giving up a 3, a chance to bounce back here for Glenn Howard. His final stone against BC and Jim Cotter.
Easy, Scott.
A draw for 2, and he has a chance to get back within 1 on a game you can watch right now live on TSN 1 and 4 with Vic Rauter, Russ Howard, Cheryl Bernard, and our Kathy Gauthier providing updates as well. Just needs to find the paint, and Glenn Howard, no problem there. So 2 on the board. He is within 1, but it is BC Jim Cotter with Hammer up by 1 in 9.
Yep.
Saskatchewan going hard for the 2 points. Try to freeze. Didn't work out. Allowing Newfoundland to hit and roll the outside and trying to force them to a single now unless Steve Laycock can make a great double.
Which he does.
Which he does.
Great shot.
Save, Steve.
Shot, Stevie.
Beauty, buddy. Thanks.
Okay.
A little more.
Yep.
A little more.
Add something under, guys.
Pretty solid.
Easy. Whoa.
Brett.
Whoa, it's okay.
Hard, Brett.
Clean.
Shot.
And it works okay for
Clean up the path there.
Brad Gushue. And now the blank is on here for
Felt something under
Saskatchewan.
it when I came out.
Peel. Half a rock. Mm-hmm.
The blank is good for Saskatchewan. They can go into end 9 and either try and score their 2 points and be 1 up playing the last end, or potentially blank 9 and be 1 down with last rock playing the 10th end. Obviously, the only thing they don't want to do going to end 9 is be forced to a single point.
Clean. I hear clean. Clean. Park clean.
Steve Laycock, final stone, blank on the board. So after leading most of the game, he is down by 1, and he'll have hammer in 9. Right next door to our feature game, it's been a great battle. Cooey versus Cooey, Jamie versus Kevin. Those red stones all belonging to the Northwest Territories, but one to come here. Hammer belonging to Team Alberta, and a tough little draw for 2.
It is. Jamie Cooey just made a great double takeout, forcing Kevin wide on the outside around the one that Jamie had just thrown. Draw to the button.
Kevin Cooey comes in, a 5-0 record at the Brier against his brother, trying to make it 6-0, and this draw is good. So that is 2 on the board. Alberta leading 7-5.
7-6.
7-6. My eyesight is failing me. Thank you very much, David Nedowin. So the brother battle continues to be a close one. In our feature matchup, great shot from up top here at TD Place and down to Nichols and Gallant. A hard scrub here to bring it into the house in our feature matchup, and it is a blank on the board in our last end. That 3 certainly stands out on the scoreboard, though, for Brad Gushue, giving him that 6-5 advantage. Team Saskatchewan throwing the Redstones with hammer here in 9 once again.
Definitely one of the strengths of Team Saskatchewan is that they don't get flustered, though. They obviously gave up a bad 3-under on a mistake by Steve Laycock. They came back and played a strong end in 8. They're still in a decent position here playing 9 with last rock, only 1 down.
I'm flying to you guys. You're right. Take a look.
You're good. You're good, Kirk.
Beauty.
Hold on.
Shot, Duke.
Oh, sit down.
If we're going to do this, it might be the time.
Okay.
Okay.
Just missy. You probably hit the other one.
It's a sliver high. Kind of weight do you like? Here or here?
Whatever. I like both.
Yeah, I like this call. There's a couple options. You can obviously hit it just off nose back onto the yellow and send it onto the one on the button. Or about 2/3 of a rock should get the back red when the Saskatchewan just threw.
Yep. It's good weight. Good weight. Whoa.
Set it a bit.
Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Hard. Yep.
Here comes Gallant with a run back try.
Whoa. Hard. Whoa.
1, 2. Oh, and he nuts it.
Great shot.
Perfect. Hitting roll jams, you know?
Yeah. Good. Good shot, Brett. Real good. Yeah.
Sweet. Just freezing.
Well, still rocks in play, though. If they're going to make that shot, they're leaving the guard up front, allowing Saskatchewan to now come in with the in-turn and freeze onto the yellow one this top 4-foot.
Gotta go a bit.
Mine's good. Lots of room. Lots of room.
That'll be fine.
Gotta go wait. Gotta go wait. Still, Duke? Yeah. End to end. End to end. Don't even think about it. Yeah. Hard. Hard, Dallin.
Hard, go.
Hard, Dallin, go. Hard, Dallin, go. Let me in. Hard, go.
Good scrub there from the Meyer brothers, including Kirk. There you see Kirk, and him and Colton were actually part of that team where Braden Muscowie won a Canadian junior title as well back in 2011. So a lot of junior champions on the ice in this feature matchup.
It's a little less. Clean. Extension. Little less. Mark. Looks hard.
All the way, Mark. Gotta go to sticks.
Whoa.
Well, they definitely want to stay in the 8-foot.
Okay. Sorry about that.
We mentioned the junior experience on the ice in our feature matchup. Well, the World Juniors underway. And there you see on the men's side, again, it's Matt Dunstone, a 5-4 win over Sweden. On the women's side, Canada, Mary Fay out of Nova Scotia. What a great young lady she is, a 10-4 win over Russia. And then Scotland, handing Dunstone his first loss, 10-7, the final there. We wish them all the best. Mary Fay 3-0. You see Matt, that 2-1 record.
Really gotta go.
Trying to hold this and stay in front. Yeah, they didn't want to roll behind and leave an easy double.
Great scrub. Shot, buddy.
And the one guy I haven't mentioned yet, because sometimes we don't give the leads enough credit. We're going to give credit where it's due. Jeff Walker, the lead for Newfoundland Labrador, also a Canadian and world junior champion as well back in 2006. So, man, there's a ton of junior talent here on the ice. There's a look at Jeff.
Forward. Yeah. Hit and roll half berry to be good, eh? Okay. Forward. Yep. A little bit quiet. Hard. Little quiet. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard, Brett. Gotta go. Hard, Brett. Hard. Hard. Roll it, Jeff. Roll it. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Hey, not bad. Good sweeping. It's not terrible.
Nice weight. I think that's really good, actually.
Roll in an inch.
Or else you go to the button right now.
What?
That's going to be pretty good for us here.
He just roll it a bit.
Could do
that. Roll it all the way under.
He's thinking draw to the button.
I like that.
And it leaves that open for us still.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Even if you end up here.
Either or. Either or is good.
Board, wait.
Board.
Yep.
Come out of there a bit.
Let's go, boys. Colton through nice board.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, quiet. Clean.
Yep.
Yep. Quiet. Good. Whoa. Good.
Whoa.
Good. Dylan.
Go down.
Well, they definitely want to roll this behind and not leave an easy double takeout.
Do you want to play it with weight or? No, you want to miss it all? Well, that's what I want to discuss. Like that or that. Or making the double is pretty good as long as we don't touch that. But it's awfully thin to make it.
Making the double, I think.
I think right on the nose.
Nose or this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same weight or?
Yep. Same turn.
Well, Brad Gushue feels if they can nose this and just sit right in front of it, they actually have a good chance to steal this end.
Hard, Jeff. Pretty heavy. All you can get, Jeff.
Really good go.
Yep, Brett. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good.
Pick?
No, we just got a carve pretty good. It's just
might have picked.
Yeah, I think it did. And a hit and roll. This one.
Not easy, but I think it's a shot, eh?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Just board?
Board. So board to soft board.
Yeah, I agree.
Still, boys, it's a big one.
Yep.
Saskatchewan needs to get access at the red rock of theirs. It's in the top 8 foot to be able to
a nice soft board.
hopefully make a play on the Yellowstone in the 4 foot and generate a couple points. They're going to play hack weight on the Yellowstone in the top 12, try and roll out to the outside and force Newfoundland to make a play on that.
Yep. A little quiet.
Yep. Can't see much of it though.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa. Yep.
Yep. Whoa. Little quiet. Whoa. Little quiet. Clean.
Colton.
Dylan. Dylan.
Roll it.
Hard roll. Go. Keep going.
Hard, dude.
Keep
More,
going.
Dylan.
That was a great shot. That was not an easy shot. You could only see about a quarter of that rock.
Beauty.
And it spins in there as well to grab the 8.
Yeah, it's either that or we throw less weight and roll it
Trying to
here.
get to the back. That might be better, Mark. Okay.
We'll try to roll it right here.
Yep. Good board.
Okay.
Well, Brian, they haven't struggled picking up the ice conditions and the changes since the rocks were papered a little bit and the ice brought in more curl today.
In case you couldn't tell,
And you kind of heard that too. Steve sounded very comfortable when he talked to Kathy in that fifth end break. They started 0-2 and then won their first game, and Steve saying he's been really happy with how they performed. And if they just worry about the shot-by-shot process and let the record take care of itself, they should be okay as the week progresses. But such a tough field, as we've been talking about since day one.
Small board. Yep. Big board. Whoa. Yep.
Skip Stones here in 9. Brad Gushue here with his first.
Whoa. Brett.
Hard! Go, roll it hard, guys! Hard!
Gotta go.
Hard!
Good.
So here is the score between Canada and PEI, and a big steal of 1 and 9 for Team Canada means it's 4-4. Adam Casey will have hammer coming home in a tight game there. Adam actually threw his final stone just through to the boards because he didn't want to disrupt the house. A lot of rocks in play, and he just conceded that steal of 1. And quite happy to have hammer in a 4-4 game coming home against Team Canada.
Yeah, what an incredible afternoon of curling. I know we're focused obviously on sheet C, but it's hard not to do some head turning and watch the Cooey game on sheet B, or Cotter and Howard on sheet A, or obviously Canada and PEI on sheet D. It's just shot after shot.
Can't really play the
double. Try the double. Do you want to take your timeout, or?
We don't have one.
No, we do. That one didn't get called.
Oh. Okay, timeout then.
And there's a great look at TD Place, all 4 games in action across all 4 sheets, and I thought Saskatchewan had taken 2 timeouts as well. Dave Nedwin, but I guess they had one more.
And does your shooter go to here somewhere? Well, in ideal world, you go. Then you just got that double. I guess it's double then. I think you want to make sure you roll this one pretty hard.
Or just keep them lined up like this too, right?
Yeah, I wonder if in the first end, Brian,
yeah, pretty tough. The guard's in a tough
when they
spot.
called the timeout, maybe they waved it off right away because nobody did go out.
Well, I remember saying that too. I said, you know, Lyle Myers just hanging out on the bench, but maybe that was part of how they roll. I don't know.
Yeah. Or just tap out for 3. He just throws the guard.
Then you just get a blank maybe.
I think this one, Dad, this is what I was thinking. Just hit, or Steve was thinking, just hit and roll there, make this. And now he's got a decision. We probably have 2 shots. Maybe the same shot for 3, or tap it out for 3. Depending on what he plays.
Would he ever go here?
Or he rattles it and gives us 2.
This is big trouble.
Yeah.
What do you think? So hang, hit and roll here.
Yeah.
If it's hanging, this isn't the worst.
Yeah, I really like this. That, I think we're going to have a shot for at least 2.
But doesn't he just rip a double then?
Well, how do? This is going to sit right there. Boom.
Double
it's got the crotch,
here.
right?
He's going to probably hit it out.
So you're only rolling a couple inches.
Yep. Like I'm basically, for what's missing, it's almost just get there and hit
it's kind of
he drops
3/4, 2/3.
But runner for 2.
Runner for 2.
Or we tap it out, or we can go through the hole, whatever he leaves us. There's some, if he throws a guard.
There's some
I don't
options.
think he throws
a guard. He'll get rid of 1.
And if he does have a double, we're getting the blank, because he's going to have to roll out.
Yep.
Hit and roll.
Your board?
Yeah.
Yep. So, Steve, we want to do this, right?
Kirk was quiet board, Steve.
Just like that. Yep. So a little more than I threw?
Sure.
So what their decision is, they're trying to put their shooter in a position where Newfoundland can't get rid of it. So they're going to come around with board weight, play this one onto the yellow one there, the yellow one out, and leave their shooter to roll just to the right a tiny little bit. So they'll have a red one here, and not allowing a double takeout off the red one because it'll jam back on the yellow.
Over on sheet A, TSN 1 and 4, live coverage right now between Ontario and BC. And you see the house couple in there for Glenn Howard. 1 to come here from Jim Cotter.
Yeah, about 3 shots ago, I think there was 8 rocks in the 4-foot. Now we're down to last rock, and Jim Cotter's hitting for a single point in the 12-foot.
In our feature matchup, little tap on that yellow stone. Shooter rolls over. And meantime, Jim is good for his single. So lots going on at once here at TD Place. A 7-5 lead over Team Ontario. Glenn Howard will have the hammer coming home there in 10, down by 2.
So plan B by Saskatchewan, they did say if they hit it a little bit thin, they would roll far to the right, not really leaving any double takeout, and hopefully having a shot at 2 in their last rock.
I don't think we need to flirt with that guard. Okay. I'm thinking like...
what about a nose?
Gushue can only see the full red rock plus a couple inches on the inside of that guard, so he's worried that he doesn't want to get too close to the guard, ticket, and potentially give 3 right back.
Normal-ish?
Or try to bump it.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. Just try and get a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you want the same way? I think we probably want to play normal to get up high, otherwise we're just going to push it over. Yeah. Even firm.
Okay.
Firm normal?
Okay.
So normal hit weight on the inside, roll to the center line and try and push that yellow stone back behind the other red rock, creating as much separation as possible in a very difficult double for Saskatchewan.
Yeah, 2/3.
Solid normal.
Okay.
You guys like this ice?
Yeah.
Should come up to hit 2/3, should it?
I think it should. I've been sweeping most of these interns, so.
I like this.
Solid normal. Hard. Yeah.
Found it.
Hard.
Found it.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff.
0-9, Brad Gushue with his last.
Hard, Jeff.
They don't want to take their own yellow one out.
Sit.
And it just hung on, I think. But the double's there.
Well, it's fairly thin, though. I think it's about a third rock.
Just go.
Yeah.
Goes right into it nicely.
What turn do you like?
In turn.
Yep.
Here.
You betcha. Normal weight?
Yep.
You got her, buddy.
Well, actually, closer to a quarter rock.
So explain the turns to us, David. In turn or out turn. What are the advantages?
It's really just preference in this case. It's whichever turn that A, Steve Laycock likes to throw better with his takeout, and B, whichever one they've thrown and they actually know.
Throw normal, you'll get a little bit of finish, I think. Not a whole bunch, though.
Jeff held that one
pretty true.
Yeah, they've thrown down this spot quite a few times this game, so they know what the intern's going to do.
Big! Big!
Final stone here in 9 for Steve Laycock, Team Saskatchewan.
Needs to curl.
Hard!
And actually rolls right across the top. So it is a steal of 1 for Brad Gushue in Newfoundland Labrador, as he escapes with a single in 9 and leads by 2 coming home.
Just touched it. It touched it.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Sponge Towels Paper Towels, nothing absorbs like it. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
In a 2-point game coming home, it's time for the game story, brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Yeah, Newfoundland Labrador continues to curl really well at 92%, and they finally broke through with that big 3-hander that's been the difference in the game so far. For Saskatchewan, they've had another game where they can come off regardless of what happens here and feel good about the way they played, but a couple missed shots by Steve Laycock in 7 and 9 have really been the difference to this point.
They really had momentum until that 7th end, and in the last few ends here, basically 4 points over a 3-end stretch. It is Newfoundland Labrador in control here. But still a chance here for Steve Laycock out of Saskatchewan, down by 2, coming home with Hammer throwing the red stones, and that is the Saskatchewan lead. Dallin Myers.
We can wait.
Well, the one thing the Team Saskatchewan can feel strongly about and lean on to this point is they've done very well with the hammer up until this game, having lots of opportunities to score deuces or sometimes even threes.
You can go, yeah.
Can't move
yeah, you can go.
Can't move them.
No, we're not. It's not moving it barely.
Pretty good setup for Saskatchewan. The only thing they don't want to move is move either of those rocks.
Yeah.
Or, I suppose, sitting right in the middle like that didn't work out either.
Just a field goal there, right through.
Yeah, that's a little bit unlucky.
Jeff. Clean. Stay down, guys. What do you got, John?
4. Center guard. Yep. Let's go, bud. Looking for a 25 for you.
Got it.
hit me.
Wait, pretty good.
Mine's good.
Come on, yeah, gotta go.
That's good. Good shot.
Saskatchewan's going to continue to throw up the center guard, and Newfoundland will peel it off. And at some point, Steve Laycock's going to have to make a decision on how he rearranges those stones or where he positions one to try and set up his 2 points.
Shot. Garden.
Here you go, buddy.
A little more. Just a couple. Good. I thought it was quite a bit more.
Did you?
I got about 10 feet with it. I think it's there on its own. Anyone? Yep, hard to.
Another center guard, followed by another peel.
Shooting flash.
Well, good communication there by the Myers brothers.
Shot. Got squared off this time.
Yeah. Okay. 25, guys.
That yellow sideways back a bit.
Here we go.
Yeah, 20, 25. It's lots, isn't it? It's all there.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Line's good.
A little late, actually.
Colton.
Colton. Yeah, you could got to go a bit.
Take a look.
So they want to change the position on this guard, David?
Well, he just said they want to make sure that it's directly in line with the red one. They don't want to leave any angles.
Yep. No.
They want to force Gushue to go up and peel the center guard again.
Good job, guys.
Take peels. Yeah. Clean. Just a little. Clean it.
And Mark Nichols follows suit for Newfoundland Labrador.
We're
Down
gonna
to
tap
Kirk Myers'
ours a
last
hair.
shot.
If you tap ours a little bit, it's okay. Right there.
Okay. Oh, I don't think
Same turn. If anything, you can tap ours just a little
That
bit.
might be best. If you just move ours a bit.
That's what I was thinking.
Stay on that corner.
Okay. Zeros.
Yeah.
Just T-line.
Just cross nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just throwing
Or do you like
T-line.
the out?
I'd rather throw the in.
Okay, back four.
Yeah.
I really think zeros is your number.
I agree, guys.
Yeah. Have to agree.
So right into the crotch of the red and yellow one. Would make it very difficult for Newfoundland to get rid of the stone that's being thrown right now.
Not heavy.
Room. Off. Off.
Back four.
Big time. Dylan.
It's got to sit. It's got to sit.
Flash, stay close.
Leave it.
Really got to curl though. Keep going. Keep going.
It's really good, I think.
It's light too.
Hard.
Really good shot. I think maybe. I don't know.
Well,
no, he's more weight.
I don't know. I think they can throw 3/4 with peel weight and might get both reds.
Tap it a little. Let's go. Oh. I'm thinking 2/3.
If it comes off the yellow rock first, then the red, you'll see it spin back out the top.
I think we're just trying to touch the two. Like half?
Okay.
Thick half?
Well, there's a good angle of it. If it comes off the yellow one first and gets action moving to the right instead of back.
I think the 7 goes real easy.
Yep. Little less.
Down to skip stones here in 10. In an entertaining game here at the Tim Hortons Brier on this Monday afternoon.
What do you got?
Gushue. Can he get them both? Both spinning. Reds disappear. Lovely shots from the Olympic champ.
Good shot, Brad.
We've seen Brad Gushue make a lot of big weight out turns right off center.
Beauty, beauty.
Here, buddy. So that's button.
Yeah. I think that should be really good. Let's go, bud.
I was even thinking a little more, Steve. We're out in the middle of the 12 at least for those draws to the center, right?
Yeah, we got to be a foot and a half over.
Yeah. 95? Well, they're almost getting there on their own.
Edge 8?
Yeah, I was thinking, I don't know. You like that? Or am I chalking in some?
We can finish it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's like a 95 down. Like we haven't thrown an out turn draw here in a while.
Yeah, it's going to be fresh. 95.
Let's update you now over on sheet D. And we could have a big upset in the making here. Team Canada, PEI, all tied up at 4. And Pat Simmons just made a brilliant draw, that red stone on the button belonging to Team Canada. But it is Casey with hammer. Final stone still to come, and a chance to pick up his first win at this year's Tim Hortons Brier in Ottawa. As he settles into the hack, and he will deliver. Meantime, you can see in our feature matchup, it is Steve Laycock drawing into the house. Trying to play a little freeze on that yellow stone. And he is shot rock for now.
Well, for Adam Casey, that rock is completely guarded. But with the amount of curl and that high guard, he can certainly get around.
Tap it enough, move it enough, and a win on the board for PEI. Upset complete for Adam Casey as he gets win number 1. And since Pat Simmons took over as skip of this Team Canada squad, they were 11-1, and they fall now to 11-2 with Pat Simmons leading that team. We'll see Team Canada later on tonight taking on Northern Ontario in a rematch of that gold medal game from Calgary.
Well, and Brad Gushue's got a wide open hit more or less to finish this game off.
Clean. Stay down.
Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it.
And all the action happening right now at TD Place. Brad Gushue, red goes away, handshake time. Win on the board for Newfoundland Labrador and Brad Gushue. And a tough one for Team Saskatchewan as they pick up loss number 3 at this year's Brier. And that was a grinding win there for Gushue and his squad. And yeah, Mark Nichols said it, a great second half to battle back in that game.
3 was nice.
And all the action and happening at once. We continue over on sheet B now. It's the battle of the Couees. Alberta, Northwest Territories. And that yellow stone right there belonging to Kevin Couee. It is shot stone right on the button. And there's still skip stones to come here in this matchup. And it has been an entertaining game, Dave Nedwin, and so many stones in play every time we check in.
Has it ever, right from the very first end. It's almost like the Couee brothers were out playing a little bit of just fun curling with the amount of rocks that were in play. But I'll tell you, there's nothing that's not serious about this game. Both these guys want to win this really badly. That yellow stone on the button is what Mark Kennedy just put in there with the in-turn draw through that hole between the yellow center line guard and the red guard to the right. Chris Shilley's following it down with maybe a small tap.
Oh, no, you don't. How much? Yep. That's good. Yes. Yes. Whoa.
Robert Borden, Chorokowski on the brush for Northwest Territories.
Gotta go for weight, boys. Hard line's good, Brad. Hard, Brad. You gotta go. Hard line's good.
Through the guard, gotta move it. Move that yellow stone just enough, a little tap. And it is yellow, I believe, still shot stone for Team Alberta.
What can he do with this?
Let's be fairly quick here. What are we blocking?
You can get one. Ours never goes outside of these ones.
No.
And what if he's hammering something from this side?
That 8 still never goes out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. But then on the next one, like I was thinking if we put it back here, but then he does that. He's got us right. He only needs one to. Yeah. Mark?
Yeah, I like that actually.
Anything else?
Not really.
And we want to welcome our viewers in now that we're watching Ontario NBC. It's the final game left on the ice here at TD Place on this Monday afternoon. Battle of the Cooey brothers. Kevin Cooey, Team Alberta, the Yellowstones. Jamie Cooey, Northwest Territories, the Redstones. We're down to Skip Stones here in 10. You can see Alberta leads by 1. And they have that one Yellowstone shot rock surrounded by a lot of granite there in the 4-foot.
Yeah, fortunately for Alberta, that Yellowstone that's behind it is the one that's protecting it. Right now it's going to take 2 shots for Northwest Territories to get that rock off the button. The easiest shot they have, and I mean these aren't easy, is a angle run back on that red guard, which is what Kevin Cooey is going to take away by hitting and rolling in a little bit.
If I don't roll and he comes and moves this, it's bad shape.
Okay.
Put it where we can use it.
Okay. Middle.
A little more. I think we want to keep it where we can use it, right? Yeah, but not like 2/3-ish.
Well, Kevin's giving Jamie an awful lot of respect here. He's expecting that Jamie will make a run back of some sort, eliminating the back stone and giving himself a chance on his last rock to make a winning shot. So he wants to leave his in a position where he can do something with it, either tapping it back or running it in himself.
Felt pretty light, Brent.
They met just a few years ago at the Brier and actually played in that 3-4 page playoff game that Kevin Cooey won. Coming in, Kevin, a 5-0 record versus Jamie at the Brier, but what a great game this has been.
Good, 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 good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You want to hook it?
No.
Chuck, yeah.
Okay, boys, stay here and...
This one, and this will shoot up and push this somewhere, and then we have a kicker in the house, right? Still leaves you a shot for 2.
I'm thinking, do we want to just hit it off nose with like...
Well, you don't have to fire it.
Control.
Do you like sticking the 5 on top of us, or do you like getting it out of there?
I think I like getting it out there, but I think I like getting it out there this way.
Well, you want to go low?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so just a hair off nose? I'm just thinking if it... By running it across this side, if you do happen to stick it...
So what Jamie's suggesting is that they actually hit this yellow rock that Kevin threw off the right-hand side of this red one and spill it out this way.
Okay.
Oh.
So you just want to get this to here.
Okay, so, I mean, I guess we'll play it with the option of going this way if it happens to hand, but you want to go...
Chris Shilley's suggesting that it might actually go off the left side of this one.
Yeah. I like that.
And out that way. Either way, the key to this is that they need to eliminate the back yellow stone.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's control. Is hair high, right?
Hair high, yeah. Kick it.
They don't want to overthrow it. They'd like to keep both of their red ones in the back of the house potentially as kickers.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Jamie Cooey came through the pre-competition to qualify for the main field at the Brier.
Rob, whoa, whoa.
Would love to upset his brother here. Run the yellow back. And that back yellow will go, and for now it is the territory shot stone.
Well, this one is not the end of the world.
Can you make the straight? You can make the straight double.
Oh yeah, that's what we're playing.
Okay.
I like the outs. I know I'll throw it better.
Okay. We're trying to hit 2/3. Thick 2/3.
Thick.
Okay.
2/3 thick half. I don't see any.
Right now there's a couple options for Northwest Territories.
Same as what we're doing.
They can run this one in off of there for their 2. They can run this one in off of there for their 2. So to eliminate that possibility, Kevin Cooey's going to come down off of this rock and try and double that one out, or at least roll in to get another counter in here and eliminate the possibility of 2 for Northwest Territories.
Well, that's good too, but let's try to make the straight double.
And he's got about 25 seconds, so they have to make a decision and make a shot here. Nothing like some family drama at the Tim Hortons Brier. Kevin Cooey, his final stone here in 10.
Gotta go, Brent!
The always exciting in-off, bang the red, move it in, fill it up, move the red enough. What a shot from Kevin Cooey.
Well, it's a great shot, but it does leave Jamie Cooey the run back double, potentially for 2.
Sorry, a little wide.
We're dead. Big half.
So right now, this red rock and this red rock are going to end up being the counters.
Well, mind you, this has
If Kevin or if Jamie Cooey, I'm sorry, can make the run back right onto the nose of that, eliminating that one through there and this one out this way.
So that Yellowstone you pointed at, top 4, that drags and goes right through those 2 reds. It doesn't catch anything?
Well, it does look like it'll go through those 2 red ones, and it doesn't matter if the one he's hitting stays or not, because those 2 other red ones will stay for shot rock.
So he needs 1 to force an extra, 2 for the win.
Listen to Chris here, guys. He's got it. Both of you stay real close. Yep. It's around half.
It all comes down to this. Can Jamie Cooey finally beat his brother at the Brier? Final stone here in 10. Big skills from Chorokowski.
It's close.
Run it back. Double the yellows. 1, 2. Avoid the jam. And he's got 1. 1 on the board. It was so close, but just the 1 red. Wow.
It had a curl just a hair, Brian, and he had it.
Great family drama here at the Brier. What a shot. So close. Spins a little bit too far. He thought he had it. But it is 1 on the board, and we have an extra end here. Cooey versus Cooey in Ottawa. Welcome back to TD Place, and some great shots there in that 10th end. Let's start first with Kevin Cooey, Team Alberta. You see the red stone belonging to brother Jamie, and how tough is this in-off here, David?
Well, it is, and it actually didn't work out very well for Alberta. The way that the raw settled down and left that run back double was a little bit unlucky.
So they moved it around, shot stone, but they were frozen up, and now the run back double, not only to force an extra, but a chance for the win here.
Well, the thought was that the first red on the top of the 4-foot was going to go through those other 2 reds, or the yellow, sorry, but it goes and clicks the back red one, and the one that he ran back rolls out to the top 12-foot and doesn't stick for the second point.
So just the single. Some great back and forth shots from the brothers. And Jamie has to go 1 more if he hopes to knock off his brother for the first time at the Tim Hortons Brier. And the fans are sticking around here at TD Place to see how this one ends up. It's the final game on the ice. It is an extra end. It is all tied up at 7. It is Alberta, the Yellowstones with Hammer here in 11.
Well, based on what we've seen so far of this game, and we haven't paid attention to it completely, obviously we were doing our own game, but I'm guessing this will go right down to a fantastic last shot.
Line's good. Easy for line right now.
That's Robert Borden throws lead stones for Jamie Cooey's team out of the Yellowknife Curling Center in Yellowknife.
Come on, Brett. Come on, Brett. You can help out, Chris. Go, go, go.
Let me go.
Help him out. Go.
Let me go. Let me go.
Chris Shilley looking for that little extra curl.
Your weight was good.
Do you think that's tight?
Yeah. Same weight.
Little more. 2 feet more.
Whoa.
Lean. Heavier.
So Ben Hebert here trying the tick shot.
Not heavy. Whoa.
Yeah, they tried it the first time and over curled, so Kevin had told him he was just a hair tight on it.
Shooter, go, 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 go. Shot.
Oh, very nice.
Right on the pin.
1.
Me.
Score, he threw these other ones 2 ends ago.
Regardless of if they decide to throw the high guard or come around this one, it's really important that they make sure they line them up perfectly and not give a chance at a double takeout by Team Alberta.
Gotta be in the 4 somewhere.
Here's Brad Chorokowski.
Line's good. Clean it. Yep, line.
Line only. When we're by, Jamie.
Okay, you're by. You're by. Make it good, guys. Yep.
There. It's really hooking. That's all right if it's wide open, but it's got to be in the 4 foot. All right.
Think this is in the way or should be fine?
Looks okay. Looks like it's in the way, yeah.
And what Kevin was referring to there is that guard on the right-hand side in the way of an out-turn draw to the 4 foot on his last shot.
No, you're good, you're good. Hey, Mark.
Brett Lang with the peel.
From the center line. Right on the center line. Halfway. Center
Halfway.
line.
Worried about like if I gotta go like side a button.
Clean it. Line's a little tight, Chris. Hold it out there a bit. Clean. Clean it.
Here, don't.
Not Rob, not Rob.
There we go. Set.
Really? No, I'm easy.
Yep. Gotta go, Mark.
One more time here for Lang. And he'll stuff it.
Well, they were just trying the straight peel on that one.
Center guard up here. Right on center.
The other problem is the in-turn side for Team Alberta is completely cut off from a draw, so they're now looking at how they make sure they have an opening for the out-turn draw, potentially on Kevin's last shot.
Easy. It's really curling already.
We saw Chris Schilly at the Brier in Edmonton a few years ago, representing Saskatchewan, and now wearing the
No, Rob.
territory colors.
Oh.
Okay.
Set, you pig.
Well, definitely a chance now for Alberta to run the red one
Three
back onto the
quarters,
yellow
what
and
turn
send
you
it
like?
right back into the house on the red rock.
I think I like the out turn, actually.
Okay. It's right where you played those run
Yeah,
backs.
exactly.
Just run right there.
Mark is so good at these shots.
Whoa.
His skipper needs a good one here. Mark Kennedy.
Whoa.
Benny, hard, 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 hard.
Red, yellow, red. Mark Kennedy cleaning things up for Team Alberta.
What a great shot.
Benny, hard, 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 hard.
Get it. Going in.
Go, 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 go.
I think that's when Kevin will save a few of those Brier tokens for his third after shots like that. That's well spent.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that shot, and it's an angle, double raise, run back onto the one in the 4 foot, and yet when Mark Kennedy's throwing them, they don't look that hard.
Well, around one of them, I think.
I mean, the worst at the very end, I go here.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
That?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, if we do it that way, we get one crack at it. I don't mind it, Jamie. It's fine. Line's good.
Easy. Whoa, then. Whoa. Okay.
And there is a very proud dad, Fred Cooey.
Yeah.
I remember a few years back, he kind of had the split jersey, had the half Alberta and the half Northwest Territories, and always a nervous game for Dad. And you know that Carrie Gushue is likely watching as well, her two brothers play. Another good one from Mark Kennedy.
Shots. Thanks. No. I think you want to make him look at two, don't you?
What do you like if he comes around here? T line.
Over here?
Side, just enough to be shot. Seems.
He'll nose it, you'll have the same draw, but it'll be a different path.
Seems crazy to just peel it, then he goes top 8, but that's actually the path I'd.
For the draw that you like?
He's smart.
The brothers met in that really great game back in 2012. It was the 3-4 page playoff game that Kevin ended up winning. It was the first time that the, back then, Yukon Northwest Territories made a playoff appearance. And they ended up losing that bronze medal game, but a great memory for Jamie Cooey, and really nice numbers there, David.
Well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks good to me. Stay on it.
We've kept our eye on this game out of the corner of our eye, and it's been so well played. Both skips just making shot after shot.
Whoa.
Little bit.
They always do play high-scoring games as well, averaging just over 16 points per 10-end game anyway, so a little under that average, but boy, there was a ton of granite every time we looked over to provide an update.
So an intern peel for Kevin Cooey. Jamie will come down with the intern draw around the corner guard and force Kevin to draw the forfeit for the win.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? The building was just buzzing all afternoon with all 4 sheets in play, and the crowd is loud, and now you're the only sheet out there, and it's just a pin could drop.
Whoa. Ben, a little bit. Ben. Gotta go, Ben.
You're good.
Bang, away it goes. And now 1 stone left here from Jamie. Put some pressure on his brother to throw his final one.
Even? Yeah, it's got. Yeah, as long as we get it off the red. Yeah.
Ideally, they'll try and get a small sliver of the forefoot, leave it half open. Kevin will play the intern draw for the win. Well, actually, you could play either turn.
Just want to bury a piece of it.
And remember, too, Alberta's right back on the ice tonight when they have a really tough one again against Team Manitoba.
Wait. Okay, line's good. Well then.
Just a reminder that SportsCenter will
Whoa, you
follow the
gotta
conclusion
curl.
of this game from Ottawa.
Well, it's got to slow down.
Whoa.
Needs to find some paint here to put the pressure on Kevin Cooey, and it slides too far. So now it's just a draw to find paint for the win for Team Alberta.
This is the same. This is the exact same ice.
That was a 90 split on your last one.
They had a tough go in Calgary last year as they failed to win a game, had to come through the pre-competition this time around and qualified for the main event here at the Brier. And they should be very proud of their performance here against a very tough Alberta team, one of the favorites in the Cooey versus Cooey battle. Final stone here from Kevin. Find the paint and put up a win for Team Alberta. Very quiet in the building. Ben Hebert to scrub all the way. Oh my, now Mark Kennedy's out there as well.
They're going awfully hard on this.
Got to go hard, find some paint. And we've seen this duo before. A little pat on the bum there for Benny Hebert. Great sweep. And another win for Team Alberta.
Thanks, Brad. Great game. Good luck. Maybe a great shooting. Good luck. Good luck game, Robert. Thanks.
Always tough to play your brother. But a much-needed win for Team Alberta, one of the favorites. That was a great battle. And he improves to 6-0 at the Brier against his brother Jamie. Here is the updated standings. It is Northern Ontario, the only team still perfect at 3-0. Team Canada, their first loss, they dropped to 3-1. Brad Gushue 3-1. Alberta 3-1. Manitoba we'll see later on tonight. And the territory still looking for win number 1. It is prime time, must-see TV tonight at the Brier. Look at these matchups. TSN 1 and 5. Team Canada, Northern Ontario. And that is a rematch of that gold medal game. Alberta, Manitoba on TSN 3 over on Sheet D. It all begins tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific on Canada's sports leader, the multi-sheet coverage. Two great choices. It is Military Appreciation Day today on TSN, honoring our troops across the country and across the globe. On behalf of Dave Medwin, myself, our entire crew, we thank you for watching Canada Sports Leader. We'll see you tonight from Ottawa. In the meantime, it is time for Sports Center with Rod Smith.